Ladies and gentlemen, it is week one of the high school football season here in the state of Tennessee and the state of Alabama. It's now time for Friday Night Live, our high school football pre-game shows. We get you ready, everything going down tonight within our area. AJ Good here with Michael Marks and Hayden Burks. And guys, we've seen a lot of practices. We've talked a lot about this season, and now it is here and we are ready to go.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Go ahead, Michael.
I was just going to say, it is really exciting. Yeah, I'm about to say, we don't even know who's to talk. Yeah, it is really exciting. We got the jamborees out of the way. We got the practices out of the way. Now we got games where you step on the field and the outcome means something. Now, we're not getting into the, obviously, region play. That opens up about week 3 or week 4. But these games mean something. I mean, it goes on your record. These kids want to win, and it's finally time to go hit someone in a different colored uniform.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm really looking forward to it. Especially week one, we got a bunch of rivalry games, especially locally, but also around this area. So I'm really looking forward to seeing. We've seen the jamborees. I know Michael and I we did the Loretto Wayne County jamboree, but now it's week one. I mean, it matters tonight, so I'm really looking forward to it.
And we got a big one going just right across the road from us, or I should say right across the pond, literally. There's a pond right there. We got Hendrick Staggs Stadium, Summertown, and Lawrence County meeting up in the Battle of the Buffalo. Lawrence County had a long winning streak. They had basically dominated the series ever since Summertown got football. But a year ago, guys, that all changed over there at Schaefer's.
Yeah, they finally got them, and I remember a similar feeling for Loretto a couple years ago. It had been a while since we had beaten them, so that makes this matchup tonight very interesting. Obviously, Summertown winning last year, looking to start a little winning streak against Lawrence County. I just think with it being at Lawrenceburg, it might be it's definitely going to be a raucous crowd. A lot of new for Summertown as well, so it'll be interesting to see how they handle that adversity.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of question marks when it comes to Lawrence game, but also Summertown, Lawrence County, obviously new head coach, Coach Barnett, taking over the program for his first year. Kind of a new look team, as you would say, but definitely it's probably a whole lot newer for Summertown because, you look at the overall what they lost and, with graduates and transfers and all that stuff. So there's going to be a bunch of question marks on, who's going to be the guy that gets most of the carries and who gets most of the reps and all that stuff. So we're going to see just kind of a overall feeling of, what to expect throughout this season.
Summertown comes in, guys, for the first time ever as the county champs. Last year, they forced 3 turnovers, all on drives at Lawrence County. Was driving down the field, and a couple of them, they were looking really good, like they were going to take the momentum. Summertown was able to capitalize on those turnovers, turn them into points, win the game 14-0. And this is a team, even though a lot is different, they had some kids transfer out, but they had some kids transfer in, and they got to be feeling pretty good about themselves going into week number 1. Yeah,
obviously being the bigger school, I mean, you feel more confident going into this, but I'm wondering how many of those players have last year kind of, somewhat bulletin board material. They had that game up from last year, and remember those 3 drives you were talking about where Lawrence County was driving and then turned the ball over, and they want to change that this year. Obviously, you want to start the year 1-0. I think that is very important, and getting an in-county rivalry makes it just that much more important. And with Lawrence County and Summertown, obviously they're right down the road from each other. So I mean that hate brews deep.
Yeah, I mean just overall. You look at that game last year and how Lawrence County struggled and Summertown taking advantage of those struggles and eventually coming away with the win. Like you said, Lawrence County, they've got this game circled like, this is the statement game. This is week 1, and this is the right game to make that statement, get that win back against Summertown last year. So I think Lawrence County's going to come out there with fire. I think Summertown is too. I mean, a lot of people kind of been, talking about where Summertown is, like who's going to be the options and all that stuff. So, I think we're going to see a bunch of passion here on the field tonight, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, but first, before we talk some more about this game, let's hear from the winners from last year and the team coming in as the in-county champs. I had a chance to catch up with Summertown earlier this week.
All right, Coach, it's game week. Just how excited are you and this team to finally be ready to play game number 1?
We should be excited to play. It's been seemed like in some ways it's been a long time since we played a game, and in other ways it's been a quick off season. But usually by this time, all the weeks of you've done an off season, the workouts and the practice and whatever, it's time to play. So we're ready. We're ready to play.
This is what we've been working for the whole off season. It's what we've been working for, and it's time to show what we've been working about. So
What have you liked out of your team in the scrimmages and the jamborees?
Well, I think we've worked hard. We've been pretty consistent in that regard. I think our guys have executed our stuff pretty good. We've played some teams that gave us a chance to, to work on some stuff and get better, and we just treat them like a work day, and I think our guys have done that.
We came out pretty good in all of them. Good energy. The heat, we ain't got many refreshers, so got to make two sides work. So.
Lawrence County on the road on Friday night, and got them a year ago, and got a chance to do it again here on Friday.
Well, yeah, it's a big challenge. I mean, it's a good football team. They're bigger and stronger, and they're a year older. They got a lot of kids back that's played in the past, and so they're the ones that's supposed to win. But we're going to go up there and fight our butts off and see if we can't pull something out.
After last year, hoping we can get after them again and show what we've been working. So.
The in-depth piece is how do we do that, but we know we got to do a good job running the football, controlling it, a lot like the formula was last year. Play good defense and be solid. Turnovers were a big deal last year, and that's always a big deal in the opening game. So we've got to be good there. So outscore them.
I think we need to come out with great intensity and show what we've been doing. And
for Summertown guys, it's all going to be about ball control. They've got that option offense. They want to win the game up front and control the clock as much as they can and let their really good defense. They had one of the best defenses in Class 2A a year ago. Did a really good job. That's how they want to win this game here tonight. They want to slow the game down, control the clock, not 3 yards in a cloud of dust because you might have to punt it every now and again, but maybe 4 or 5 yards in a cloud of dust and just control the game that way here tonight.
Yeah, they've had to change a lot from last year. It was not necessarily a whole lot, but it was a bit more of a high-octane offense, kind of similar to what's happened with Loretto, and they were able to control games last year. It is going to be really interesting to see if they're able to do that in a different style this year with probably an offense that's running the ball a lot more. So. But I think that will benefit them as long as they don't get down in games. When you're a team that runs an option offense, it's hard to come back when you get down, say, 2 scores in the first half. But it also allows them to control the clock if it is a close game and kind of keep it in their hands.
Yeah, and I really do think it's going to be a close game. Obviously, we're going to see two teams that, maybe, like you said, Lawrence County is the bigger school, but then again, we say, they got them last year, and it's a county rivalry. I don't care what the record is. That's kind of like the thing with Alabama-Auburn. Doesn't matter what the record is.
It's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a dogfight, and that's what it's going to be tonight. And so, look at the defense that Summertown had last year. Lost quite a bit with Quint Smith and then all the other defensive players. But then again, it's just the next man up mentality, and I think Summertown players have understand that with their head coaching staff their head coach and their coaching staff. But also for, offensively taking care of the football, that's the main thing. Limit turnovers, and then just overall, like you said, when it comes to them controlling the clock, they're one of the toughest teams within their region when it comes to doing that. So Lawrence County's going to have to be aware of that. If they get down, they've got to make defensive stops against Summertown. So, I know both teams are going to have their game plan for tonight.
And I always feel like when, just from growing up in the county, when you expect maybe not as much from Summertown, they always blow your expectations out of the water. When you get comfortable with them, that's when they really blow up in your face.
Yep. Now let's go to the home game, guys. Hey, brand new head coach Garrick Barnett, his first ever game will be in this county rivalry. See what the Wildcats have to say as I caught up with them earlier this week.
Garrick, it's game week, man. Just how excited are you that workouts are done, all the preseason stuff it's done, you're finally here?
Yeah, I think I'm not as relieved. We get through a couple more days. We had a good day today offensively and special teams, and then defense is about to kick it off. We're about to lift, and so as long as the weather cooperates, it's going to be pretty warm this week, and so we may have to adjust for that. But it's probably going to be warm Friday as well. So we got to try to expose our kids to it as much as possible without overdoing it. And so it's a fine line that we're trying to walk all this week, and then hopefully next week we'll get some cooler weather and not have to worry about that heat index and all that good stuff. But I think the players are more excited than we are. We're still in our minds prepared and trying to figure, make sure we got everything ready to go. And I guess the checklist is never completely finished, unless it ends with a win. And so that'll be the ultimate determination. So
we're really excited. We've been working all off season, scrimmage, jamborees. We've all been ready to get back on the field for a Friday night game.
Summertown coming in here, a rival, and
Yes, sir.
man, I bet you guys are looking for some redemption here.
Yes, sir. You know that feeling last year. Don't nobody want to ever lose, but especially a game like that, you know it's so much on the line every time we play them guys, and we're just ready to try to get back.
Summertown, week 1, local rival. Obviously you guys know a lot about this stuff.
Yeah, listen, Coach Winfrey, he does a terrific job up there. They're so disciplined and they're so sound. They're not great numbers, not huge numbers, similar to us, but every kid on the field is going to know their job. They're going to know their position. They're going to know what to do. And Coach Busby does a great job on their defensive coordinator. It's just they've got some good football minds there, and the kids that are there are bought in. They've got some excitement. They got a new field. They got new facilities. They got a little bit of buzz going on up there, and that's for us. It's not as good to hear, but obviously, we still wish them well, wish them luck after this week, of course.
A lot to do out here. You guys got a new coach, you got a bunch of other things going on. How important is it to get off to a good start here?
You got to start quick. If you get behind a big physical team like that, especially with like you said, it's a huge game, adrenaline, they're going to play like 10 times better. We both are. It's like a huge for the community and everything. So if we don't get off to a good start, they're going to give it to us for sure.
You guys start off the year with 4 straight rivals.
Yeah.
And, not many teams do that, but how crazy is it knowing who you all got to face here in the first?
It's kind of like motivational because we got to come out here every week of practice and get after it. No days off because we know community. It's crazy.
So what do you want to see out of your team here in week 1 on the home field?
I think it's going to come down to the trenches. I really do. Everybody sees everybody score the touchdowns. Everybody sees everybody with all the big numbers, interceptions, fumbles, all this stuff. But I think at the end of the day, you played O-line. You know how important that is to own the line of scrimmage. And the same thing with our defense. Our defensive line, against that midline, against that option, they've got to be more disciplined than they are at running their stuff. And so, and kudos to our scout guys. They've been working hard. Our younger guys, they've been really trying to give us a look. Of course, it's not going to be as good as Summertown, obviously. That's what they do. But our younger guys have been working hard, really trying to. It's really hard to learn an option style, double slot offense in just a couple weeks. And so, kudos to our younger guys for stepping up and doing the things that we need to do to hopefully be successful.
Well, guys, revenge will be on the minds of the Wildcats tonight. They obviously didn't like what happened over at Schaefer's a year ago, and this team, I remember Coach Barnett saying that he had that game from last year playing in the weight room all summer long. They've had the state circle. Not only is it his first game, and you want to win the first game, you want to win your rivalry games, and they've got a lot of them this year, but especially that one after what happened a year ago.
Oh, I would have put the turnovers and Summertown's touchdowns just on repeat, just like a 10-hour video. Anytime you're in the weight room, that's what's blasting through the speakers, because that'll get in the kid's head, and hopefully in a positive way. For Lawrence County, you don't want to break these kids down, but I want both teams fired up, because when you got two teams that, whether they got a ton of skill or a ton of talent or not, go out there and just kind of punch each other in the mouth, not literally, but figuratively in this sense.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching that game. Obviously, we'll be in Loretto, but I'm going to have it on my phone or something to keep up with the score. But, I really like that Coach Barnett's doing that. Obviously, there was a lot of expectations going into that week 1 for Lawrence County last year. Yeah. And, once again, a lot of question marks for Summertown last year as well. Mm-hmm. And Lawrence County just really struggled in that game. Mm-hmm. Too many turnovers that cost them the game. Summertown, like I said, took advantage of it. So, that's one of those things where you got to get the guys motivated. You got to get your players and your coaching staff motivated for this game. And, like you said, he was playing it in the locker room, in the weight room the whole time for the guys to get it, put in their brain so that way they can know, hey, this is the mission tonight, and it's to go 1-0. So I'm really looking forward to see how both teams come firing at each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, we got another brand new head coach over there at Loretto. The Mustangs will open up 2025 at home against Cornersville. We'll take a look at that game when we return here on our pregame show, Friday Night Live.
Here at Fields and Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my 2 uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride, It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields and Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
Interrupt your regularly scheduled day to bring you breaking news out of Summertown, Tennessee, where a one-of-a-kind property has just hit the market and it's turning heads all over the region. Reports confirm this is no ordinary home. We're talking about a stunning 16-acre estate featuring a modern ranch-style home with almost 3,000 square feet of single-level living space, meticulously designed for comfort and style. Sources say the property comes with its very own mother-in-law home and a 30 by 90 workshop that has an 800 square foot apartment. In the center of it all is your own private resort, a sparkling pool surrounded by an awesome pool house, a place to unwind, to entertain, and to make every day feel like you're on vacation. Opportunities like this don't stay on the market very long, so for more information, contact Stacy Springer, 931-242-9263 before the story changes. This has been your breaking news real estate update. Now back to you.
When it's time to build a home, remodel, or add on, Hamby Builders is this area's experienced construction company. From site selections to floors, doors, windows, trim, tile, bathrooms, and kitchen, the Hamby Builders team can make your home the home of your dreams. Hamby Builders is licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience in homes in Giles, Lawrence, Wayne, and Murray counties. Trust your home construction or light commercial project to the team with experience and integrity. Hamby Builders. Call 931-629-5264 or 931-629-9472 today.
Bring your outdoor dreams to life at Loretto Nursery and Landscaping. This one-stop shop can help you get your project done from start to finish. Go see for yourself. They have a wide variety of plants, from tropicals to ferns and trees, plus hanging baskets. What they have to offer goes beyond what looks good. They also supply concrete, mulch, compost, and drainage culverts. Don't forget about their on-lot buildings and chicken coops. You think that's all? You can also stop by to fill up your propane tank. Loretto Nursery and Landscaping has you covered. Stop by 409 South Military Street.
And welcome back to Friday Night Live. We get you ready for week 1 of the high school football season all across southern middle Tennessee and northern Alabama. Age of Good with Michael Marks and Hayden Burks. Guys, we already talked the Battle of the Buffalo, Summertown, and Lawrence County. Now we talk some Loretto. They'll have their first home game of 2025. Bryce Glass, the new head coach of the Mustangs, taking over a program in the midst of one of the better runs in school history. A lot of playoff appearances in a row. Get Cornersville tonight at home, and a good chance for Bryce Glass and company to get 2025 started off at 1-0.
Yeah, we saw Loretto obviously at the Jamboree in Waynesboro last Friday, and we saw them. They ran the ball very well. Passing, the offense still has a lot left to be desired, but it's definitely something they can build on. And I think this is a good week 1 opponent. Obviously, new head coach. You don't want to bring a gauntlet in, so you bring in a Cornersville team that's obviously a smaller school and being in 1A, but this Cornersville team is going to be big. They're going to be physical, and I think it's going to be similar to the Loretto or the Lawrence County and Summertown game. It's going to be a dogfight, and I think the key for Loretto in this game is going to be keeping Cornersville's defense spaced out enough that they can continue to run the ball effectively, because we know that the Loretto is going to try to run the ball a lot. Are they going to be able to pass it well enough to keep Cornersville's defense from just locking in on the run?
Yeah, absolutely. And with Bryce Glass, his first year as the head coach, in my opinion, there's a lot of great coaches in our county, but right. Bryce Glass is one of the best for sure. Mm-hmm. He's awesome to talk to, and I know he's a great players coach as well. So, I'm really looking forward to this game. Obviously, I think, this week 1 game tonight for Cornersville, that's a good week 1 test for Loretto to find, their identity. Mm-hmm. Obviously, for what they lost this past year, and a new head coach as well. So, like I said, a bunch of question marks. We kind of had a feel for it, what they are good at and what they need to work on a little bit. But then again, I think this week one matchup between Cornersville will help them, and maybe they can get started off to 2025 season with a 1-0 start, and that'd be a step in the right direction for the Mustangs.
Oh yeah, and if the team in purple and gold can get a win tonight, that'd build a huge week 2 matchup.
Yeah. We can't look ahead
just yet.
Go 1-0, 1-0.
Not Bryce Glass and company certainly aren't doing that. Speaking of, I had a chance to catch up with them earlier this week. Here's what they had to say. So get ready for Cornersville.
Game week, just how excited are you and this team to get going?
Man, I'm excited. It's been going pretty good, and we're ready to get on the field, and these guys are ready to get out there and see what they can do.
I'm ecstatic. We're just ready to play some football, see what we can put together with the new coaching staff and everything else.
For you as a first-year head coach, is there any jitters or you just want to get out there?
I get jitters, and whether I was the head coach or not, I throw up before every game, and I always have, and this ain't no different. So, but yeah, there's always jitters, and that's what I love about it.
What did you like out of your team in your scrimmages in January?
I thought we ran the ball really well. Film session on Monday did not go the way they wanted it to go. Had to get some points across that we do stuff the right way, and that's the only way we do it. So Monday practice was a little rough, but we got through it, and I think we're all on the same page now.
The way that we didn't give up, even though we got down, we come out slow, but if we come out with intensity, we'll be good.
Talk about your week 1 opponent.
Cornersville, man, they're solid. Quarterback's a really good player. He's a really, really good athlete. He can run it, throw it. They're really big up front. Their nose guard, I don't know how much he weighs, but he's a lot. We'll have our hands full.
Well, Cornersville's got a good team, but we just got to come out and compete.
You're breaking in so much new running backs, not all new receivers, but some new receivers and new quarterback. What's your confidence level with these guys?
My confidence level is good. These guys they've worked hard all summer. We returned 3 starters on offense and 4 on defense. Like you said, a lot of new, but they've been working hard and they're ready to show what they got.
Great, awesome. We've just really adapted to everything, so we're good.
Finally, what do you want to see out of this team here on Friday night?
We're gonna run the ball. Ben throws the ball really well, but our strength is running the football, and we're gonna run it to throw it. And I hope see if we can match them up front.
Just competitiveness. I just want to see the drive that they have and that we can have.
Guys, a guy you just saw on the screen there, Colby Brown, he was an offensive defensive lineman last year. They're moving him in the backfield this year. You guys got to see him in the Jamboree. I got to see him in practice running his own teammates over. That's going to be a big change. That's pretty much a whole new backfield. They got a new quarterback. Do have some same receivers that returned from a year ago, but there's just a lot of different and a lot of change in this offense for Loretto this year.
Yeah, and to go along with the change, it's almost a change of play style. Last year, Nick McDowell was a big, more of an elusive back, was really fast, and not to say that Colby Brown and Andrew Riley are slow, but they're more of a power back. They're going to run you over, and like you said, him running over his own teammates. Just imagine what he would do to somebody else. And we got to see a little bit of that in Waynesboro last week, and man, I'm excited to see what he can do tonight.
Yeah, I fully expect him to be the number one for the when it comes to rushing for Loretto, because we saw that game against Wayne County, and I literally looked at you during one of the breaks. I said, "Whoa, he is running kids over," and you said it during practice. So, man, I tell you what, he's going to be taking a bunch of snaps and with the ones. But, I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Like you said, I know Loretto's probably going to be a run heavy. We'll see what they can do in the air with Ben Lyles at quarterback. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's a big question mark there, Ben. We know how good of an athlete he is, especially in baseball, because he really came on there at the end of his freshman year. I'm anxious to see how he handles things on the offensive side of it, and got a big game and a good chance to start off here 1-0 against Cornersville. We're coming up next. You guys mentioned Waynesboro. Well, they got a big game, a huge game in Class Single A tonight as they host the Richland Raiders. We'll take a look at that game. Plus, Mount Pleasant starting a rivalry with Battle Creek. That's when we return here on Friday Night Live.
Good Works at Home, formerly known as the Summit at Home, is a licensed non-skilled agency dedicated to helping you maintain your independence at home for as long as possible. Our compassionate and caring staff provide support in various areas, including dressing, bathing, personal hygiene, transportation, cleaning, and companionship. please call our office about services, payment options, and long-term care policies at 931-762-2310. We look forward to assisting you with keeping your independence longer.
Nobody makes hauling more affordable than C&D Hauling. Serving southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama, they supply premium materials like asphalt, sand, gravel, and much more for whoever needs it, like contractors, builders, or homeowners. Call today for a free quote.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
And welcome back to Friday Night Live. We get you ready for week 1 of the high school football season here in southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama. Got a big one tonight in Waynesboro. Maybe one that everyone in Class A is going to take a look at here tonight. Richland taking on Wayne County. 2 teams in the same region a year ago. We're kind of fighting for that top spot, but 2 teams that have a lot of high expectations, looking for something to prove here in 2025.
Yeah, like you said, Hayden, this is a Wayne County Wildcats team that we got to see last Friday take on Loretto, and a team that went 6-5 a year ago and maybe better this year. I mean, this could seriously be a very, very tough team. But, man, a week 1 matchup with Richland, you're definitely going to have to earn your stripes in this one. And similarly for Richland, a very good team last year that may have gotten better this year. So I think it just makes for an excellent week 1 matchup of former region rivals.
Yeah, obviously, at a high school level, this is where college game day would be for this game.
Right.
We saw Wayne County, really good team. Obviously, you said that they went 6-5 last year. And brought quite a bit back, and they showed it with their win against Loretto in that jamboree. I believe the score was 27-14.
Yes.
So I'm really looking forward to that. But also Richland, Richland, they had a quarterback last year that broke several records, and their freshman quarterback this year. They're really high on that kid. So I'm really looking forward to hearing about that game between Wayne County and Richland tonight.
Well, speaking of Richland coming in defending region champions, both sides changing regions, and both got a little bit tougher on top of all of that. So let's hear from the Raiders as I got to talk to them a couple days ago.
Nick, man, it's game week. Just how excited are you and this team to get this thing going?
Well, the kids are really excited, of course, as a coach, and especially with the heat and the weather like it is, it's, you feel like you're battling the elements a little bit to get your preparation in, but the kids are definitely excited and ready to like we say, earn a paycheck. It's through 7-on-7s and through June and July and the scrimmages and stuff, we've gone a whole lot of time without really the Friday night lights, and so they're definitely ready for that to happen Friday night for sure.
We've been working hard, dealing with some weather issues and stuff like that, but we're all excited, ready for this week.
What have you like how your team in the scrimmages and the jamboree so far?
Well, I think we've gelled really well together so far. We're playing at a pretty high level in terms of our effort, intensity, and execution, so all that's good. We got to make sure that we're ready for adversity when it comes, because it's going to come, whether it's form of, like we said, the weather or a turnover or something. How we're going to handle that is going to be big, and that's for any football team. So just making sure we're prepped and ready for that.
Scrimmages, we've made mistakes and we've overcame them pretty easily. Fixed them from week to week.
Wayne County. Know they were in your region a year ago, but now you get them here opening week.
Well, they're a big physical team. They do a good job over there. They're a traditional team, traditional playoff team. So, we've got a work cut out for us. We went over their place last year and got the better of them. Really jump-started our season. We go on there again Friday night, and I know they're going to be ready for us and, want to exact some revenge on us a little bit, so to speak. So it's definitely going to be a battle. It's a good opening test for us to kind of see where we are. They're going to be one of the, again, they're not in our region, but they're going to be one of the teams that we probably will see again in the playoffs possibly. So
they've always been you can call it a rivalry between us two since middle school, and we like to call it that and have a close game with them.
You guys did really well on the road a year ago. I know you would like to continue that trend this year.
Well, we would. We did all of our scrimmages on the road just to kind of prep us for that and get us ready for that situation. It's just lining up and playing and playing, one play at a time, no matter what happens. And that's kind of what we've really been hitting on, and last year and this year. So hopefully that comes to fruition.
The exact same way as last year. I mean, we traveled on the road really well, and we want to transfer over to this year.
What do you want to see out of your team on Friday?
Again, hitting on all cylinders in terms of attitude, effort, and execution. Those are the things we can control. We're going to go play on the road. Sometimes you don't get all the calls on the road that you like to have, and that can't be an excuse for us. No matter what the weather is, that can't be an excuse for us. You got to line up and play football.
Fix mistakes that we make. It's week one. We know we're going to make mistakes, but overcome that and fix them easily.
We thought that Richland team a year ago was really good, guys. He might be even better here in 2025.
Yeah, very scary. Obviously, moving to a new region and one that's not going to be very easy, but they're in that same one with Cornersville. That's also got Eagleville, Fayetteville, Moore County, so a very tough 1A region. But if there was two teams that I think will be very competitive, or a team that would be very competitive in that region, it would be Richland.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw what Richland did last year, and looks like they've gotten even better compared to how they were this time last year. But that's, like you said, it's a tough region. Moore County, Eagleville's a really tough team. They beat Loretto last year, so you got to watch out for those teams. And Cornersville as well, they might sneak up on you. So like this Richland team, they got a bunch of high hopes, and you got to look bright for the future. Or it looks bright for the future if you're a Richland fan, and if you want to go in that right direction, get this week one win against Wayne County, that will be a step in the right direction for sure.
Now, checking out the other team, a lot of high expectations for the Wildcats of Wayne County. I had a chance to catch up with their head coach and Derek Willis. All right, Coach, it's week one, man. Just how excited are you and your team to get things going here on Friday night?
We're pumped up, I'm excited to get in a regular routine. We've tried to treat the last few weeks like a regular game week with our scrimmages and stuff, but, obviously it's different. The coaches have a different feel, the players have a different feel, the whole week itself has a different feel to it. So we're anxious and excited to get going tomorrow night.
What have you like out of your team and your scrimmages and your jamborees and all that stuff?
They did a lot of things right. Obviously got some things we got to work on and get better at each week. But just the way they battled every night, the way they competed, the way they wanted to learn, coming in the weeks after the scrimmages and wanting to know what can I do here, what can I do there. So just their willingness to learn and want to get better.
Richland here, a team you're familiar with, not in your region anymore, but a really good team coming in here on Friday.
They are. Like you said, we're familiar with Richland, got a good relationship with Coach Patterson, and first thing, they're going to be coached up. Coach Patterson, those guys do a good job over there, returning a lot up front, so they got a lot of experience coming back on both sides of the ball up front. Good skill position guys and a quarterback that can throw it all over the place. So we're going to get tested tomorrow night for sure, but we're excited for the challenge.
A lot of expectations here for 2025, and I know this team is anxious for that first opportunity here.
It is. A lot of expectations every year here. The kids know what the program's all about. We kind of harp on it all off season and all the time about what we expect and what the expectations are for Wayne County football. So they know what's at stake. They know what we're looking for, and we're excited for it.
Finally, what do you want to see out of your team here on Friday?
Just compete. We got to come out and compete, correct the things that we did wrong in the scrimmages, and try to get off on the right side of this thing and not have any give up, at any point in all four quarters.
So big game there in Waynesboro tonight. Two teams that would love to get 2025 started with a win. Speaking of a team that would love to get 2025 started off with a victory, Mount Pleasant, guys. This was a team that had high expectations a year ago, kind of fell short a little bit, and got some new players in and a new focus, and a team that's and again a tough region. Same with Summertown and same with Loretto and. Adding Decatur, Riverside, and Adamsville to that whole mix, the region got a bit tougher, and this is a team that's wanting to fire on all cylinders and prove they can be one of the best here in Class 2A.
Yeah, and I think an opening opponent like Battle Creek, obviously this is their first year with varsity football, so it'll be a whole new experience for these kids, getting to step on the field for the first time. Mount Pleasant did a lot of rebuilding and retooling over the summer, brought in a lot of new kids, and I think that can make for a very exciting season for them. It's going to be a lot of new, and that might be what you need in a region this tough.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at Mount Pleasant, they were primarily a top dog within the region with Loretto and Summertown, and fell short of it. Lost that game against Loretto to end the season, and that ended their chances of getting to the playoffs. So, you look overall, Mount Pleasant, obviously they retooled, got some transfers in, brought back a good bunch as well. So if you're Mount Pleasant, you need to get this week one win against Battle Creek and kind of, get your footing right, and then just, build off of that and get ready for the week after that.
It could be a new rivalry that we have in here, obviously, in county teams. Battle Creek, their first year of varsity, were JV with freshman and sophomore a year ago. Had a chance to catch up with Kid Hartsfield and the Tigers earlier this week. Here's what they have to say about their new rivalry game coming up tonight.
It's game week, man. Just how excited are you? No more scrimmages, no more jamborees. It's time to finally play again.
Yeah, no doubt. It's really exciting. We got a long preseason, a lot of scrimmage games and things like that, and jamborees and all that's fun and good. But at the end of the day, it's just to get better. It doesn't count, but it counts now moving forward. So we're excited.
Ready to go, sir. Yes, sir. Just ready to get out there and play fast, play hard, put the defense on the field. Get them right off.
What'd you see out of your guys during practice and during those scrimmages?
Yeah, I just thought, we got better each and every day. Finishing up with the jamboree on Friday, I thought we played a decently clean game, for a half. And it's just a good, dress rehearsal type situation. But, don't want to make it bigger than what it is. It's jamboree that doesn't, at the end of the day, mean a lot. So, right now we're just focused on Battle Creek.
We just putting the team together right now, Week one, come out hard, swinging fast, and then get ready for week two.
Speaking of Battle Creek, first time, obviously they're only second year school, but first time that you're going to face them here in a regular season game, and it's their first time as a full-fledged member as a team as well.
Yeah, they're excited. They got a lot of juice. Coach Pregame's doing a great job starting that program. They're only in their second year, but they're a 4A school already. They got a lot of kids on the team. They played with a lot of energy last Friday, and being their first home game ever at their school on their turf, it should be a very exciting atmosphere.
We just, getting ready for big game. First time playing them, you never know what they can come out with sneaky.
What do you want to see out of your team here on Friday night?
I just want to see us go compete, play as hard as we can play, and try to dominate the line of scrimmage, protect the football and everything else. Usually take care of itself if you can do those things. So, limit mistakes and play hard, play tough, play physical, and have fun.
I just want to see a whole bunch of, effort, from both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Getting to it, getting to the ball fast, stuff like that.
So new rivalry game being created in Murray County tonight. Exciting, and of course that place is probably going to be packed over there at Battle Creek. Beautiful school, got great facilities, and Mount Pleasant always does a really good job of traveling, so we're expecting a good one there coming up tonight. Well, we head over to North Alabama. Got another rivalry game between Deschler and Russellville. We'll take a look at that when we return here on Friday Night Live.
It's one of our biggest sales of the year, the Storingly Furniture Labor Day Sale. Come shop our 3-acre showroom with Labor Day savings throughout. We have a huge amount of furniture in stock and ready to be delivered, featuring famous name brand furniture from all over the world. And all in-stock outdoor furniture is on sale now. Plus our huge selection of mattresses in stock and ready to go. Plus 0% financing is available and free delivery too. Don't you miss the Storingly Furniture Labor Day Sale.
Welcome to Mid-South Barn Dominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson Cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
Back to school equals back to big savings at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Score 0% financing on select models and up to $15,000 off MSRP on new 1,500 trucks. Over 150 used vehicles, all priced to move and below market value. Need service? Our expert team is ready, and we've got loaner vehicles to keep you moving while we work. Hurry into Heritage Automotive, where the deals are hot and the savings are huge.
Heritage Automotive. Expect more, experience the difference.
Welcome back to Friday Night Live as we wrap up our pregame show, getting you ready for week one of the high school football season, Southern Middle Tennessee and Northern Alabama. Speaking of the state of Alabama, we opened up our coverage there last night. Muscle Shoals, a convincing 24-6 win over Gadsden City, and we got a really good rivalry here tonight, guys, with Russell on their way to Deschler, two very talented teams. And Mike, you said it here during the break, two teams that don't like each other at all.
Yeah, this is typically one of those out of region, out of classification games early in the season from two teams that are pretty much right down the road from each other, and again, don't like each other very much. We saw Russellville, Deschler went down to Russellville last year, lost 35-21, so Deschler definitely looking on getting back in the win column against Russellville.
Yeah, definitely with Deschler. They lost that Jamboree game against Mars Hill. I know that was our opening coverage, last night was week one, but that was Jamboree opening coverage for us here on the Exports Network for North Alabama teams. But you look at Deschler, obviously you want to bounce back from that, and they get, to open up with Russellville, a really good team that, obviously Deschler wants to get their lick back against them. So looking forward to seeing that one on the Exports Network and just kind of get a feel for where Deschler is here in week one.
Yeah, they moved the ball really well against Mars Hill. They just got to the 20, and it's almost like they had an invisible wall that they just could not get past that. But did move the ball really well against the defending Class 3A state champions. And, Russellville brings in a lot of tradition, a lot of talent, and this is going to be a packed house.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful stadium there at Deschler. It's going to be a lot of fun for us here on the Exports Network. I'll be on the call of that game tonight. You guys will be heading to Loretto with Loretto and Cornersville. Almost said something else, and and the rest of y'all get the Clinton Dusty show.
And they get Will too.
Yeah, and they get Will. You get cutting up with Clinton Dusty live edition.
That's
from
right.
Summertown and Lawrence County tonight.
We can't even try to compete with that.
No, yeah, we're going for second place. Which one of us is coming in second?
I can't wait for my phone to blow up in the middle and go, can you believe what those two just said? I'm like, I can't believe what they said. But we're looking forward tonight. Don't forget, guys, all the highlights, you can see them tonight on the Final Score. So for Michael Marks, Hayden Burks, I'm AJ Good here on Friday Night Live. Kickoff is just around the corner. Enjoy your game.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome out here to Loretto on a beautiful Friday night to start this 2025 high school football season. Michael Marks alongside Michael Mullenix. We got the Mike and Mike show here, good to go in the year 2025. And you know it's a good night when the Mustangs got a student section lined out to the 25-yard line ready to welcome the Mustangs in to start the 2025 season.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this season plays out. Of course, Loretto coming off of another playoff appearance last year, third place overall. And so, beginning of a new year's, let's see if it's a same ordeal or maybe better, maybe worse. You never know. Yeah. So we're going to see some of that tonight.
Yeah, that's what's always so much fun about high school football is you can go from one year being one of the best teams in the state to being the worst team in the state the next year, and even vice versa. But this Loretto football team, consistency has been the key of the past half decade, 5 straight postseason appearances, looking to make it 6 as we start year 1 of the Bryce Glass era. Pretty not as much turnover on the coaching staff. Still, Bryce Glass, the new head coach, but assistant coaching staff that still features Lee Boyd, Dylan Cotton, David Williams, Austin Brown, and Josh Brown. But a couple of new guys like Zach Curtis, Daniel Smith. You still got Ethan Prince on the staff. So, some new, some old, but faces that these kids are familiar with.
Yeah, so, and, of course, Bryce, not only now the new head coach of football, served as basketball coach for the assistant role, and then also head softball coach. So he's no stranger to being a coach at Loretto. And so I think a lot of that is going to help with any Mustang success this year. So.
Yeah, Bryce, I'm just personally proud of the guy. He's spent some time as the defensive coordinator, spent some time as the offensive coordinator, and now finally in 2025 got the head gig. Now, a little bit change this year. New uniforms for the Mustangs. Got some all black going tonight.
Kind of looking like they're channeling their inner Vanderbilt tonight. So.
It has a striking resemblance. I will give them that.
I gotta get my Vandy plug in there every once in a while. So.
Well, hey, if they have a fall as exciting as it was last season, that might not be the last we hear of them.
Next week, baby. Next week, we'll see if that is the case or not. So.
Oh, yeah. It's always so exciting. You got high school football and a little college football starting this week. And then next week we'll have, I believe, first week of the NFL season as well. Along with college, we'll have week 2 of high school football. I mean, it's going to be a ton of football coming up soon. And I know everybody listening and even the people in the crowd are excited for that to be the case. I'd say right around 6.5 minutes till game time. You can tell the Mustang fans and players ready to get going. Coaches on the sidelines, got the fans lined up over there. Yeah, I'm saying it appears that Cornersville must still be in the locker room. Got to get those final preparations ready before week 1. Because first play of the season, that's a very important one. As you can see on your screen, we got a new scoreboard there at the bottom here at X Sports, and it'll be the same one at all of our games this year. Now the clock, we've changed up the clock a little bit, so the clock is on the scoreboard. It's not exactly lined up with the clock in the stadium, but we will do our best to keep those, give or take, within a second or two. So. And we'll take a quick break here for a second, and we'll be back in a minute with the coin toss.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Let me tell you about a place that has it all. For your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house, and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back here to LM Forsyth Memorial Field here in Loretto. The site for week 1 here of the the high school football season. Getting a little ahead of myself here. Michael Marks, Michael Mullenix here, bringing you week 1 of Loretto football here at home as they take on Cornersville to get the 2025 season going.
Now we finally got the four captains from Cornersville out, so hopefully we'll get something rolling here in just a little bit.
Yeah, kickoff in about 3.5 minutes. Talking with the head coach Bryce Glass before the game, said that this is going to be a team that likes to run the ball. And you see 2 of those tailbacks down there, number 1 Colby Brown and number 2 Andrew Riley. two pivotal pieces of the Mustang offense this year. And Michael Mullenix, a lot different from a Mustangs teams that we've been used to seeing the past 2 or 3 years. They're not going to be throwing it all over the yard like they have been, not to say that they don't have the ability to, but this is going to be a team, more focused on that ground and pound, that style of football.
Yeah, and we saw some of that last week at the Wayne County Jamboree. I mean, both Riley and Brown both showed really, really great power running skills. They're not going to be the elusive backs that we had last year in Nick McDowell, but I mean, no one ever said that a power running back can't do as good as an elusive running back. So.
All right, and heading out there for the coin toss, number 1, Kobe Brown, the senior. Another senior, number 2, Andrew Riley, and then once again another senior, number 4, Dylan Thompson. Heading out there for Cornersville, you got number 68, Caden Osterman. I believe that is number 10, Laughlin Baker. Number 3, Hunter Euland, and then I believe that is number 6, Jackson Smith.
So it looks like Loretto won the toss and is elected to receive.
And that's a lot of confidence showing there in that offense. They want the ball first to start this season. Just get them out there and get them going. So Loretto will be going right to left. And here come the Mustangs. Taking the field in their new all-black uniforms, black jersey, black pants, and a black helmet. And Cornersville will take the field as well in all-white uniforms with a red helmet, a red stripe down the pants, and red numerals and lettering on the jerseys. So again, the Mustangs will start with the ball, want to get that offense on the field and going quickly. But Loretto kind of going back to their bread and butter that led them to so much success in the 90s. This is going to be a heavy run offense. But don't forget about the quarterback and the skill guys around him. I mean, Ben Lyles may just be a sophomore, but has a very talented, lively arm. And you got a lot of experience around him, especially with Dylan Thompson and Jaden Powell, two senior receivers.
Yeah, Powell made some great catches last week in the Wayne County Jamboree. So,
yeah, he's going to be big on both sides of the ball. We saw him break up a couple passes, almost a couple interceptions, and again made that big catch down the sideline to help that Mustangs offense. So doing the kicking for Cornersville is actually their quarterback, number 6, Jackson Smith. Smith, a junior. And Jaden Powell, number 7, along with Eli Chapman, number 14. Deep to return. And Smith steps to it. And it's football time in Loretto as that one was boomed back to the end zone and back for a touchback. So the Mustangs will take over at the 25-yard line. And Ben Lyles heading out there for his first official start for the Mustangs. And pardon, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. I'm going to have to get used to the differences between high school and college rules.
I forget high school touchback is at the 20.
Yep. And I remember when they changed it in college just about 10 years ago. Mustangs in the spread offense. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. That is Riley in the backfield with Lyles. And we have a flag on the play on the first play. A little jitters there from the Mustangs has got a little happy feet there. So that'll back them up 5 to the 15. So now they will open up 1st and 15 at the 15.
First down and 15 from the 15-yard line.
And with as much new on this roster, Michael Mullenix, you're probably going to see a couple first-half jitters.
Yeah, and, of course, I'm not too familiar with how much they replaced on the line, but if that's the case, yeah, you're going to see some first-half jitters.
That's going to be a first carry to Riley, and he will fall forward for about 2 right there. So that's going to bring up 2nd and I believe they'll give him 13.
Slowly gaining it back here.
So Mustangs at the 17. Lyles in the shotgun, gets the snap, hands it off to Riley again. Riley cutting around the right side, and nothing going there.
I think may have got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think they're going to say loss of 1 right there. 3rd and 14 now for the Mustangs. Their first drive here of the opening game of the season not going too well. Lyles in the shotgun, gets the snap, looking. He's going to fire it across the middle. He's got a man there, and it's intercepted. Intercepted right there by number 1 for Cornersville. That is Hayden Cherry. And he's going to be brought down all the way back into Mustangs territory at around the 22, 23-yard line. So a good start for Cornersville. As Lyles may have taken a bit too big of a risk there.
Yeah, and, of course, little trigger happy there, but –
2 receivers to the near side here for Cornersville. They get the snap handoff, and he's going to cut around the left side. Good move right there at the 25, and he'll be brought down at about the 16-yard line. A good carry right there. And that was number 3, Hunter Euland, with the run. Euland, the senior running back and linebacker, so we're going to see a lot of him tonight.
And of course, we did see some jitters last week throughout the game from Loretto's defense. So, key question is all of that worked out now?
And they got a little jet motion right here to number 7 and a cut to the outside, and he is gone. 2 plays and a touchdown on the board for Cornersville. That was number 7, Eastern Lombardi, the sophomore tailback. So Cornersville on the board quickly. Just under 2 minutes into this one. And it looks like they're going to be going for 2. Bit of a strange,
this is
interesting.
It's different.
Bit of an interesting formation here. Not sure exactly what we got going on. And a throw snap, and that's going to end up in the end zone. 2 points there for Cornersville. And that was Lombardi again. That has to be the most interesting snap I have ever seen. I mean, it wasn't even a snap. He just threw it sideways.
Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know what just happened. That's different.
But Cornersville taking control early, up 8-0. And we'll take actually we'll keep it here there. Well, they can't decide if they want to trot the kicking team out there or not. Definitely not the way the Mustangs wanted to start 2025 off.
No, especially, considering last year you did start off with a shutout. You kind of wanted to hope for the same, but
it looks like the Bulldogs and what crowd they've brought. I mean, Cornersville's about an hour 15 minutes away from Loretto. They've traveled well. They brought a pretty good crowd.
Which I think Cornersville just did barely miss the playoffs last year. So I think they're looking for a change of scenery as they enter their new region.
Yeah, a lot of region changes across the state, as that's going to be a slow dribbler. Chapman's going to pick it up at about the 12, running to the outside to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 30, 45. Midfield makes a cut out of bounds into Bulldog territory at around the 46. A really, really good return right there from Eli Chapman.
I'm trying to figure out where they got it to.
I think they're going to mark them out at the 45. So the Mustangs' first play of drive number 2 will start in Bulldog territory, a place they hope to spend a lot of time tonight. Cornersville definitely going to try to run a bit of a heavy box, only one high safety. As the Mustangs come out, Riley still in the backfield. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Lyles will get the snap. Handoff stretch to Riley. Ran around the left side. Oh, and what a tackle right there by Lombardi again. And, man, this kid has been all over the place. Easton Lombardi.
Looks like going to be at the 48.
Yeah, loss of 3 right there. Mustangs going backwards on play number 1. That brings up second down and 13. They're at the 48-yard line. Lyles making some adjustments at the line. He'll get the snap, steps back, looking. He's going to fire it deep down the sideline. He's got a man there, and it's caught! Dylan Thompson, see you later. Touchdown, Loretto. Man, what a beautiful play there, Michael Mullenix. We saw Lyles go up to the line, and he saw something he liked, and that was Dylan Thompson in one-on-one coverage. Thompson burnt the man, made the catch, and into the end zone. And the Mustangs have cut into that Cornersville lead.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out, what kind of audible was he calling there. And then I saw Dylan Thompson one-on-one coverage. Safety shifts over to the double cover or to the double receiver side, and next thing you know, touchdown in L-Town.
All right, we'll see what the Mustangs – it looks like they left their offense on the field, too. They want to tie this one up. So Loretto will have it on the near hash. Lyles barking out orders, looking for a football. Well, I mean, those are pretty important for the game of football. So Lyles in the shotgun's got Riley behind him. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. He'll get the snap, a little bit of a low snap. Lyles will roll out, looking, and guess who? Dylan Thompson. The 2-point conversion is good, and we are tied up at 8. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back here in a minute. You're watching Mustangs football on the X Sports Network.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire.
And welcome back. A 48-yard touchdown catch by Dylan Thompson and a 2-point conversion reception also to Dylan Thompson. We got us tied back up at 8-8. Michael Marks, Michael Mullenix here, bringing you Mustangs football here on the X Sports Network. Week 1 of 2025 and Game 1 in the Bryce Glass era. Wasn't off to the hottest start, Michael Mullenix, but got the offense back out on the field in good field position, and they cashed in.
Yeah, and Ben Lyles, wasn't necessarily a bad pass. It's just the safety was in the perfect place at the perfect time, and so he read that a lot better, was able to call the audible in this last time, and next thing you know, he's 1 for 2 now, 48 yards passing with a touchdown.
And the kick is off Henry Chambliss, and that'll be fielded at about the 10-yard line. Cutting to the left side, and there he goes. Good run all the way out to the 43-yard line. That's Hunter Euland. And good field position once again for Cornersville. Bulldogs will start on their own 42-yard line. Mustangs want to see a little bit more from their front seven here on drive number 2 as they.
Which, I mean, last time you had a 2-play drive.
Yeah, I'd say we've seen
that started at the 22-yard line.
So one receiver to the near side here and a power play for the quarterback. He's got a block into the outside over midfield and a stiff arm out at the 45-yard line. Good strong run there from Jackson Smith.
We may have a timeout, or never mind. Dylan was not getting up very quick at all. So
yeah, it looks a little shaken up there, but he will stay out on the field. This Cornersville team not afraid to punch you in the mouth. We've seen a couple of Mustangs take some big hits. And a flip formation here for Cornersville. Smith and Euland and Oland in the backfield. Smith gets the snap, handoff up the middle, and a good breaking a couple tackles there, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. A host of Mustangs there. One of them being number 60, Milo Jones, a freshman. So back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10. They're at the Mustangs 45. And a heavy formation to the left side. We still see Smith and Oland in the backfield. And Smith's going to take it around the left side on a quarterback power play. Spins for a first down and a couple more down to the 32-yard line, where he'll be taken down. Hanley Thornton in there among some other Mustangs. And a big first down run from the quarterback. And the Bulldogs are driving. About 7.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Loretto and Cornersville knotted up at 8. For a pair of 2-play touchdown drives. And it's going to be a run there by Lombardi. Cuts up the middle, and he's got it out to the outside of the 25. Powell's the only man that can get him. A stiff arm at the 5, and he is out. Well, a favorable spot right there. Gave him the 5-yard line. May have stepped out back towards the 7 or 8. But it will be first down and goal. Another big run there from Easton Lombardi. Two receivers to the left. Quickly a handoff to Lombardi. And, oh, man, a missile came in there. And that missile's name was Nate Tucker, number 10, coming in there and blowing up that play early. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
Did they say he gained a yard on that one?
Oof. Definitely friendly spot there the last 2 plays. So 2nd and goal from the 4. Looks like Lombardi's going to come out for a minute. Mustangs moving that defense around. So we got a bunch formation to the left. Snap Smith, and he's going to run that power to the outside. And cuts up the middle, and he is in. That's going to be a touchdown for Jackson Smith and Cornersville. 6 more makes it 14-8. And Cornersville's doing this formation again. And we've got a late sub coming in. All right, they're switching it up now. And they will be kicking an extra point. And snap down kick is up, and it is good. It's a long touchdown drive here for Cornersville as they've taken the lead back 15-8. We'll be back in a minute here on the X Sports Network.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number. your family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
And we're back. 2 for 2 is Cornersville's offense. 2 touchdowns, and really, Michael Mullenix have not looked like they've needed much help. I mean, they've just been smash-mouth football right in the face of the Mustangs.
Yeah, no, not at all. And updates from that last drive: 6 plays, 58 yards, about a little over 2.5 minutes off the clock, and actually 3 minutes now that I'm looking at that clock over there. So.
And we've got a lot of action going on right now on the X Sports Network. Lawrence County and Summertown still tied at 0. About 3 minutes to go in the first quarter there. And then also we are live in Alabama with Deschler and Russellville. We are tied at 7 there, coming to the end of the first quarter of that one. So a lot of good football going on around southern Middle Tennessee and northwest Alabama. Smith to kick again. And that's going to be a little pooch kick down to about the 10. Chapman has trouble with it. Still can't find it. Picks it up and is just going to have to drop on it. There at about the 13-yard line. Not as good a return this time from the sophomore. So the Mustangs will take over deep in their own territory. First down and 10, Loretto at the 14. Pardon, they got him at the 13-yard line.
I mean, last time was 48 yards. Maybe this time will be
87.
87.
So Lyle's heading back out there. Again, Mustangs wanted to run the ball a lot and have not been able to do so successfully. So a heavy box here from Cornersville. One-on-one coverage on all the receivers. Lyles gets the snap. And he's going to throw a little bubble screen out there to number 18. That is Braden Bennett. And Bennett going to break a tackle out of bounds. Got him at the 18. So that'll be a gain of 5, bringing up 2nd down and 5. So Mustangs on the far hash mark. Are going to have 2 receivers here to the near side. Looks like Henry Chambliss and Braden Bennett. Lyles gets the snap handoff, and Riley's going to run right up the middle, looking for a little bit of running room, and they will give him right at the 20, a gain of 2. That'll bring up 3rd down and a long 3. Yeah, 3rd and 3.5 or 4 right here for the Mustangs. It's Cornersville playing off right here. Nobody even guarding Braden Bennett over there. And a quick handoff outside to Riley. Riley looking for a block, makes a stiff arm at the 20 and gets out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And that will be enough for a 1st down. Good run right there from Andrew Riley. So give him the 25, just enough for a 1st down. As Bennett limps off the field. Powell in motion to the far side. Colby Brown now in the backfield at running back, and they're going to hand it to him. Here comes Brown. Oh, bowls over him, man. How about it, Colby Brown? Got about 6 right there out to the 31. And I'm not exactly sure who that first man he met was, but I think it was Oland. And Oland's been a pretty big player for them. And Brown again, not as successful there. They're going to get him back to the line of scrimmage. That was number 63, Peyton Hewitt, on the tackle there, number 63. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 4.5. Here for the first for Loretto. They need about the 35.5. Lyles gets it. Play action, fake, throws out to Powell. Powell makes the catch at the 29, and look at the speed from Powell. 1st down and a little more. What a play there from Jaden Powell. And JP gets out to the 40. That might be a pretty good play out there, Mullenix. You got him on the outside on a little bubble screen, and, man, he is fast.
Looks like a little RPO action right there. Both of those have looked successful tonight for Loretto.
And off to Colby Brown, going nowhere there is Oland in there on the tackle.
Yeah.
And it looks like we got a timeout here. Timeout Cornersville. We will take it with them. You're watching Mustangs football here on the X Sports Network.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And we're back out of the Cornersville timeout. 3 minutes to go. About 3:55 to go here in the first quarter. Cornersville 15, Loretto 8. As Lyles gets the snap here on second down and 14 looking. He's going to fire it out to Bennett. Bennett makes a move at the 40 and still on his feet. And he's going to get driven back, but forward progress will have him at the 41. It's about a gain of 5 right there. A gain of 4 there on 2nd and 13. Or pardon, that was 1st and 13. This
should be 3rd and 8, I believe.
Okay, now they got a. Okay, I was looking at the sticks down there, and they had a 1 up, and now they've got a 3. So 3rd down and 9. Mustangs looking to get into Cornersville territory. They need midfield for the first down. And they're bringing a free blitzer and a pitch out to Andrew Riley. Riley looking for a little bit of room and can't find anything as he's brought down there by a couple Cornersville defenders. First one in there was number 2. That is Gunnar Wakefield. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and a 12 as the Mustangs look to punt Andrew Riley, the punter. And Lombardi back to return number 7. Hayden Cherry slightly in front of number 1. Snap to Riley. And a good high booming punt. It'll drop at the 35 and get a Mustangs roll down to about a 25-yard line, where Justin Lashley will pick it up, or pardon, I believe that is John Hanna there. And Cornersville will take over at the 25.5-yard line. Definitely their worst starting field position of the night, and maybe a bit of a benefit there to the Mustangs.
See what the defensive adjustments are this go around for Loretto.
Yeah, we saw a heavy dosage of Jackson Smith on the quarterback power. Trying to get outside on the Mustangs, and they've done a good job of that so far, kind of not necessarily testing us up the middle. It's to the outside with these little sweep plays.
Right.
So back there, Smith and Oland with 2 receivers on the far side. This is typically when they do that power to that side, and they will hand it off to Oland right there. Gets a block and stays on his feet, and eventually brought down there by John Hanna. It'll be close to another first down. We'll see where they mark them.
Looks like it'll be just short.
Yeah, they're going to mark them just short, so a gain of 9 there on the handoff will bring up 2nd down, and they're going to give them the first down. So enough for a first down there.
Oh, that's a 36. Never mind. That's why.
That would make sense. We're looking at the wrong numbers. So a split tailback look with Laughlin Baker back in there alongside Oland. And handoff to the – I didn't even see who had it there, but it was swept up in the backfield. Loss of about 2 there.
That's number 1. That's the first time we've seen him with any kind of carry tonight.
Hayden Cherry. And a score update from Lawrenceburg. Summertown 7, Lawrence County 6. It looks like they got a good one going on up there at Hendrick Stagg Stadium. And we got Dusty Kaiser and Clint Brazier on the call for that one. Should be an entertaining one up there. 2nd and 11. We're about 75 seconds left here in the first quarter. Cornersville still with the lead, 15-8. Mustangs pretty much every man within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage, and a run from Smith to the outside. He's breaking it out to the 45 in midfield, and there he goes. Powell's the only man that can catch him. 25, 15, 10, 5, and brought down by Jaden Powell. Inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. Powell saved the touchdown, but he may have just ended up prolonging the drive there.
Trying to see where they got it at 3, looks like.
They've got him marked at the 3. A big run right there from Jackson Smith. Under 60 seconds to go here in the first quarter. You can see some of those down linemen for the Mustangs gassed after that long play. And Smith alone in the backfield here. It's the first time we've seen this formation. And they're bringing Owen in motion to the outside, the sweep, and he is in to the end zone for another Cornersville touchdown. Running what they want when they want, and the Bulldogs up 21-8 here in the first quarter. So in that funky formation again, they may just shift it and kick another extra point here, would be my guess. They may run it again. Looks like they are going to run it again. And Smith's got it. And he will be short. They're not going to give him, not going to say he got it right there, Jackson Smith. So Mustangs a little momentum here to end the first quarter. Still 17 seconds remaining. They trail this one 21-8. We'll be back in a minute here on the X Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
And welcome back. Another long Cornersville drive. Capitalized on a big run there by quarterback Jackson Smith. And Michael, give us some of the numbers on that drive right there.
Let me go back here. Let's see. On that drive, 5 plays, total 74 yards. My timing on this a little bit off. I'm going to say that was right around 2 minutes.
Yeah, and something I just mentioned to you before we came back, Cornersville hadn't thrown the ball yet. All handoffs. They've been doing this, running the ball. And it's incredible to see a team running the ball as much as they are and already have 21 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, of course, no passes for them. Ben Lyle's the only one for us. Is 5 of 6 for 70 yards and a touchdown and an interception. And then a little trouble on the rushing games. 4 yards rushing total for us tonight, while Cornersville has Jackson Smith's already at 98 yards for this first quarter.
And Smith doing the kicking there will drive it deep. Andrew Riley back there to field it. To the 15, cuts to the outside at the 20, gets a good block outside to about the 23-yard line, 24-yard line, where the Mustangs offense will start once again. Got about 9.9 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, so probably only one play coming for the Mustangs here. And like you said, Michael, they've been running the Mustangs. They've been throwing the ball fairly well. It's just that this run game that they want to pride their offense on has not been able to get anything going, only 4 yards.
Yeah, now the run game is, like you said, has not been working, so hopefully here within the next couple of minutes they can get it rolling after this quarter. So,
Yeah, the Mustangs, a team that's been effective running the ball in the Jamboree, have not been able to replicate that as Lyles under pressure here scrambles out and just fires it out of bounds. And they're going to call intentional grounding there on the Mustangs. And that's a loss of down penalty there, so the Mustangs in deep trouble here nearing the conclusion of the first quarter. That's going to see how far that'll back them up. It looks like they're at the 12-yard line. And they need the 34 for a first down, so that'll mark it 2nd and 22. Oh, they backed them up even further.
Looks like at the 7, I believe.
So 2nd and 27 now for the Mustangs. Desperation here. Lyles in the end zone looking, and he's going to fire a ball deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. As that will do it for the first quarter. It's Cornersville running all over Loretto, up 21-8 after 1. We'll be back for the second quarter here in a minute on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
What really matters during the ball game, we're at that point in the season where some are just beginning, some have already ended, and others are at that point where it's either win or go home. Depending on what your perspective is, it changes everything, doesn't it? In 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 18, we're reminded we don't look at the things that are seen, but at the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are temporary, but the things that are unseen are eternal. Keep your focus, keep your perspective on the right things, the things of God, the eternal things. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back. Start of the second quarter underway here in Loretto, as the hometown Mustangs have not fared so well in the first quarter as they trail Cornersville 21-8. Michael Mullenix along with Michael Marks here as it's 3rd and 27. The Mustangs have the ball on the 7-yard line, and they need the 34 for a first down.
And Michael, we were talking about the rushing game. Loretto 9 carries for 4 yards. Cornersville 13 for 157 in that first quarter.
Well, we're getting about half a yard a carry, and they're getting about, about 10 and a half, 12 yards a carry.
That's about 10 to 11 yards there. So
yeah, definitely not going to get it done. 3rd down, and we have a flag on the play. False start on the Mustangs.
So that's
back them up half the distance, so it'll bring up about 3rd and 31.
So
3rd and 31 or 30.
7 to the 4.
So 3rd and 30. Some updates from elsewhere. Still in the first quarter in Deschler. Russellville leads Deschler 14-7. As Lyles back to throw, and he is airing that one out deep. He's got Thompson one-on-one, and it is incomplete, but we got some flag down on the play at the 35. Let's see who we call this on.
That's going to be the big question, because I've seen these
I would say it was
either way.
And it was two guys ran into each other there, Thompson and Ulland. Let's see who the head official calls it on. That's on defense on Cornersville, so that is a big play because I believe that's an automatic first down.
Automatic first down.
So that's going to
I don't think that's a spot foul necessarily, or it may be. I'm not sure. But
unless they've changed anything. So pass interference on the defense. That'll be 15 and should be a first down. So that'll put the Mustangs on the 19-yard line. So it looks like it is still 3rd down here.
I don't even see the – never mind, I do see the 3rd down now.
So Lyles third down, 3 receivers all to the near side, 1 to the far side. And Lyles looking, firing across the middle of the field. Thompson caught it in space. There goes Dylan Thompson to midfield to the 45 and brought down at the 40-yard line. Another big catch by number 4. Beautiful offense there from the Mustangs. And we were saying before the game, this is going to be a ground and pound Mustangs team, and they're throwing it all over the yard again. That should put Lyles just north of 100 yards now. So Mustangs got the ball at the 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Hurry up offense, handoff to Riley to the outside. And he's going to run into a host of Bulldogs, but not before he gets to the 39, a gain of 3. Second and 7 from the 34-yard line. Mustangs looking for the play call. And again in Lawrenceburg, second quarter. Summertown 7, Lawrence County 6. 2nd and 7. Here, Lyles gets the snap. It rolls it, and he's just going to run with it. Gets to the outside to about the 32-yard line where he's tackled. There to the outside, that was number 10. That's the senior cornerback, Laughlin Baker. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 or 4. I guess they'll rule it 3 as he's at the 31 and needs the 28 for a 1st down. Yeah, about the 27.5, 28-yard line for the 1st down here. 3rd and 4. Lyles gets the snap, hands it off to Colby Brown. Brown, 1st down and a lot more. Bowling ball down to the 24-yard line. He's got a Mustangs 1st down. So Mustangs up to about the 24. That's going to bring up 1st down and 10. 3 receivers to the far side, or they've put 2 of them in motion, so now 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Mustangs have moved out of that spread formation with the tight end and just gone with 4 receivers. Handoff up the middle, Brown. Colby makes a cut at the 15, to the 10, to the 5, down into the end zone. Touchdown, Loretto. Colby Brown, 24 yards to the house. So that Mustangs have cut it to 7. And we are going to send the... So yeah, Chambliss is coming out.
I heard up here, is it a touchdown? Is it not? I was waiting for them to say anything before I did.
So a good long touchdown run from Colby Brown, set up by the long pass play to Dylan Thompson. Chambliss, the kick is up, and it's good. Mustangs have cut it to 6 here early in the second quarter. We'll be back in a minute here on the X Sports Network.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to Loretto. A 9-play, 77-yard drive capitalized by a 24-yard touchdown run from senior running back Colby Brown.
Yeah, the rushing game and the passing game looked a lot better on that drive in general. So let's hope that continues to go as the game progresses.
I would say the defense, the lone piece missing kind of to playing a complete game here. And Chambliss will send a little squib down to about the 5-yard line and took a little hop there on, I believe that was Lombardi, as he ran into a wall there at the 23-yard line. They're going to give him the 24-yard line. So 1st down and 10 Cornersville. That's a 24-yard line.
I was trying to make sure that actually looked like it was Cherry on the carry, not Lombardi.
7 and 1 look a lot alike.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you.
I'm going to have to bring my binoculars with me next week.
We got.
Yeah, there's only 10 guys on the field right now for the Mustangs defense. They're missing a D lineman. And Mustangs sending a man out there late.
Trying to see where the ball. They got it on the 23.
23-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 23. Two receivers to the far side, one H-back to the near side.
This will be a good time for one of those early turnovers.
And that's going to be a little sweep play there to Lombardi.
And we do
got
some laundry
on the field there on the far side. Let's see what the call is. This will be an opportune time to get a holding call on Cornersville, and I believe that's what we got. Let's see where we do have a holding against Cornersville, so that'll back them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So probably about they'll replay first down. So it'll be about 1st and, we got them at the 20.
Looks like the 17.
17. So about 2nd and 20. They need the 37 for a first down, or pardon, the 33. And we got a rollout play here from Cornersville. And a good tackle. Good tackle right there from Andrew Riley and John Hanna. First pass play of the game for Cornersville. A little out route there to Easton Lombardi. Tackled at the 19-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 14. And Michael Mullenix, we've seen, this is the first time we've seen Cornersville throw the ball, and similar to what we saw from Wayne County last week, they like to move the pocket.
Yeah, and then, of course, I don't know how many more of those pass plays, which it was a short pass play, but I don't know how many more of those we'll see from Cornersville tonight.
So receiver moving in motion to the far side. That's Baker. They're also flipping the back Oland. And we got that quarterback power play to the outside. Smith trying to break to the outside, and a good tackle right there. Could have been a holding call. But a good tackle right there made by, looks like that may have been number 0, Hanley Thornton.
It was 0, yeah.
So a good play there by Hanley Thornton as it brings up 3rd down and 9. A big play here for both sides. Cornersville, you want to keep this going and keep trying to score, but if you're Loretto, you need a stop right here if you're trying to get back in this one.
Absolutely, and of course, Cornersville had been moving the ball very good on this drive, and so you wonder if they've used all of their energy up front. And you hope that's the case if you're a Loretto fan. Now, if you're a Cornersville fan, you may think that this is just the beginning, but
it's the first time we've seen an empty backfield as we've got 3 receivers here on the near side. And they're going to bring Oland in motion. They got a little screenplay set up for him. What we got here? Smith rolling, looking in trouble. Still looking, and there he is, sacked in the backfield right there by number 10, Nate Tucker. And what a play there by the sophomore defensive linebacker right there. And it looked like, Michael Mullenix, they had set up a little screenplay there to Owen, the running back, and Mustangs ate it up, and Smith was kind of running for his life looking for something, and the only thing he found was a slice of Nate Tucker. So that'll bring up 4th down and a long, about 15 yards, as I believe it's Smith back there to punt.
Yeah, couldn't Pavia his way out of that one.
That's your second Vandy reference tonight. That's going to be a high end over end. It'll bounce at the 50 and come back. So the Mustangs will open up in Bulldog territory when we get back. We'll take a quick 30-second break here on the Exports Network.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
And welcome back. Mustangs offense will start in Bulldog territory at the 48-yard line. And Michael Mullenix, we saw something very good from the Mustangs. Running and passing the ball on the last offensive drive led to a touchdown. Now Lyles will hand it off to the big Colby Brown, and Brown will pick up about 2. But their defense got to stop. Their defense just got to stop, capitalized by a sack by Nate Tucker. So the Mustangs, after looking like they may be in a lot of trouble down 21-8, now have the ball with a chance to take the lead.
And, of course, I mean, call it what you call it. It's a non-region game. It's first game of the season. Now, does this game matter when it comes to region play?
Not one bit.
Not necessarily. But we've seen with the last couple of years, especially, that overall record has played a big factor. Oh,
big hit right there on Eli Chapman. As he got popped right there by Hunter Oland. And Chapman, his first carry of the game. He'll bring up 3rd down and 3. Yeah, he took a pop there.
Just came in from the blind side there and never saw it coming.
So 3rd and 3. Mustangs got trips to the far side. But one-on-one here at the bottom. And Riley in trouble, and he will go down in the backfield. Loss of 1. That'll bring up 4th down and short.
Yeah, it's just
it looks like the Mustangs will keep the offense out there, trying to capitalize this one. And this second quarter has been moving by fast, Michael Mullenix. We're already under 5.5 minutes left until halftime. So 4th down for the Mustangs. They need the 38. They're at the 42, so 4th and 4. And play action. Lyles fumbled the ball, and he's just going to have to fall on it. Mustangs turn it over back into their own side of the field, and Cornersville will take over at the 46. Another turnover there by the Mustangs. It looked like that ball might have been wet.
Yeah,
we've seen a couple of times guys have trouble trying to field it for both teams.
Well, and with it being as hot and humid as it's been here over the last few days, even few weeks, even you saw Dylan Thompson there before the play started. Had to wipe his hands
and
off.
And he's got gloves on. I mean,
yeah.
So it must just be. I'm not sure what it's wet from, but you got 3 receivers here on the near side. And we got a timeout, Loretto. Only 10 men on the field once again. And we'll take a quick break here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a job where you can easily balance work and home life? By becoming a local driver with Southeast Carriers, we can guarantee multiple benefits and a base pay starting at $17 per hour, along with a work-life balance so you can spend equal time on the road as with family. We also provide the latest updated equipment and technology to make your job as easy as possible. Southeast Carriers isn't just a company, it's a family, and we would love for you to be a part of it. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
And welcome back here to Loretto. An unfortunate 4th down play call and led to a turnover on downs, and Cornersville will have the ball on their own side of the 50, on the Loretto side of the 50. Driving here in the second quarter. Cornersville up 21-15, has scored on their first 3 drives of the game, was unsuccessful on their last drive. And the Mustangs have kind of been going back and forth. They'll have a good drive, not a good drive, have a good drive. So 2 straight stops from the defense would be huge. Just some score updates from our other games we got going on the X Sports Network. Little under 5 minutes to go in Lawrenceburg. Summertown 14, Lawrence County 6. So Eagles looking to go back-to-back with victories in the Buffalo Cup, and Russellville up on Deschler 14-7 halfway through the second quarter there.
I'm trying to get on Coach T so we can get scores from around our region as well as other teams' regions as well. So
yeah, a bunch of games going on tonight, Battle Creek and Mount Pleasant, as there's a run play that will be stopped for a gain of 1.
Look, Euland right there, I believe.
Yeah, in there on the tackle, Skylar McMasters, number 50. Alongside with number 65, Hawkins Brown. So a senior and a junior there on the front 7 making a play there for the Mustangs. 2nd down and 9.
And Cornersville's in that same situation Loretto is. If you get 4 down, is this 4 down territory, or are you punting?
Yeah, I would. If you're on your side of the 50, I would, or on the opponent's territory, I would run just because. I mean, you're not too worried. I mean, flipping the field in this one's going to be hard to do.
Unless you got Sebastian Janikowski playing for you, you might want to.
And a power play to Smith on the right side, and he's going to break through close to a first down. He's going to be about 2 or 3 yards short. Good tackle right there by Andrew Riley. So that's going to have them at the 41. They need the 37.5, 38 for a first down. So about 3rd and 5 here. Two receivers on the near side. Smith in the shotgun. And he's going to flip it to Lombardi. He's got some blocks around the outside and a broken tackle. And he's going to be close to a first down.
I don't know if he got it.
Nate Tucker had a chance there in the backfield. They're going to give him the first down at the 40, or at the 35, pardon. They needed about the 36, and he got it just barely. So a new set of downs here for Cornersville as they got it 1st and 10 on the Mustangs' 35. And we got a little pass play here actually from the quarterback. Smith broke a tackle there in the backfield, fires, and it is almost intercepted. Dylan Thompson had a chance at that one, but bats it down out of bounds, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. I was just about to say before that play I would expect a run, but they pulled a fast one on us.
And it's one of those things, well, I don't know if it was technically supposed to be a pass or it's.
I don't know.
No ineligible receiver downfield was called, so I may lean towards it was a pass play, RPO.
But that's what's hard about RPOs in high school is getting the men downfield. So we've got trips to the right side. They've moved Olin out into the slot, and they've brought another receiver. So we got 2 receivers to both sides, and they're bringing Olin for that sweep, and they're going to hand it to him off the edge, and they got a block, and he's to the 30, to 35, 25, 20, down to around the 15-yard line where he will be brought down for a first down. And he got some great blocks right there.
That was a great run blocking there by, I couldn't even tell who all
I
it
would
was.
say it. So they got it at about the 13-yard line, bringing up first down and 10. And it can be goal to go inside the 3. So 2.5 minutes to go here as Cornersville trying to bleed this clock down. Now remember, the Mustangs got the ball first to start this game, so Cornersville will get it out of half, looking to take a 2-possession lead and get the ball out of half. Smith gets the snap, a roll out to his right side. He's looking to pass it again, and he will be, he'll break another sack, gets to the outside, and he's going to cut for about 4 or 5 yards. Got popped right there on the play.
Looks like we're going to mark him right down behind the 10, looks like.
John Hanna there on the pop. So a minute 45 and counting on the scamper there from Smith. Looked like another design pass play that he just had to run off of, broke a couple of sacks. The Mustangs would probably love to have that play back.
Yeah. I mean, had 2 really good opportunities and just
couldn't capitalize.
Couldn't get them.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Ball on the 10. You need the 2-yard line for a first. And not sure what we got going on here.
Whistle blue.
A bit of a strange play there. Not sure what happened. We got a false start on Cornersville, so that'll back them up to the 15, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 13. It looked like the old trick play where you have the offensive line doesn't move.
Yeah, except I don't know if the quarterback knew if that was a trick play.
Yeah.
I think
Weird play there. So 1 minute to go in this one. And timeout Cornersville, 1 minute and 2 seconds to go. We'll take that quick break with them. You're watching Mustangs football on the X Sports Network.
If you're looking for a company that can do it all when it comes to building, look no further than Tenneke Properties. From new home builds to remodels and commercial projects, our contractors work hard to give your space a new life from planning to finishing touches. Whether it's new interiors or dirt work, they see your big picture without forgetting the small details. In the market for a new home, they partnered with Freeman Development to bring new homes to the Oak Hill subdivision of Lawrenceburg. That's Tenneke Properties, licensed and insured. Call today or visit Tenneke.com.
And we're back here in Loretto. A big second down opportunity here for both teams. Cornersville driving at the 15-yard line, looking to add to their scoring total before half, as they will get the ball first in the second half. But the Mustangs would love a stop right here and maybe try to get the ball back and try to score. I mean, still got time on the clock, 1 minute and 2 seconds. Smith in the backfield looks like with Lombardi. I don't know. That may be a new running back, but they're going to hand it to Owen on the jet sweep. And, oh, what a tackle right there. Who we got right there? That is number 45, Logan Long, with a big tackle there, bringing up third down and long.
I think they're going to make it about
eight or 9.
It depends on if they got it the 10 or the 11, and it looks like the 11. So.
Yeah, so that'll bring up second down and about 8.5, 9 yards.
Third down.
Or third down.
Yeah. Help us out a little bit here, Michael.
They got one receiver here on the bottom of the screen. But everybody bunched near the line. And a snap gets away from Smith. He rolls out, and he's going to fall down at the 27-yard line. Fourth down, and that's going to be a lot. But what do we got? With 13 seconds to go, a timeout Cornersville as they try to draw something up here for a fourth down call. We'll keep it here while we see what we got going on. But that was a huge break right there for the Mustangs defense, Michael Mullins.
Yeah, it was, and I don't know if that was an intended RPO again or intended rush or whatever that was, but
it looked like it may have come off of Owen on the snap there because it looked like it bounced.
Yes, it looked sideways to an extent.
It looked, I don't know, just a strange play right there. It's going to go against Cornersville.
So that ball at the 27.
Yeah, 26 or 27. So that'll bring up fourth and about, 25? 20. Yeah. Well, looks like they got the first down at about the 5. So, well, I can't tell.
Well, I've got on here. I've got it at the 3. But
it could be anywhere from the 2 to the 5.
Yeah,
we're at a weird angle here.
If you've never been up in a press box, folks, you can't tell between the 1 and the 5.
Yeah,
that's how angled we are here in the press box.
See, they tell you have the best view up here, but you're so far from everything.
Oh, from midfield, that's absolutely true. But from the end zones, no.
A little tough. So fourth down and a lot. I don't think they would attempt a field goal from the 27. It would be about a 44-yard attempt. It looks like they're going to try it, though. Honestly, props to –
see
what we got going on here.
You're looking at about 40.
And we got a timeout. Timeout, Loretto. We'll take that with them, and we'll be back in a minute here on the X Sports Network. And we're back here, a 44-yard attempt coming up here from the quarterback and kicker, Jackson Smith. And the snap down, the kick is up, and it is long, and it is off the upright, and it bounced in. A 44-yarder at the, what we got, 8 seconds left on the clock, but a 44-yarder puts 3 on the board for Cornersville as they're now up 2 possessions, 24-15. Man, he needed 44, and he got 44 in a tenth or so. I mean, he just got enough of that one.
He Justin Tuckered that thing.
Well, we talked during the break, man, that's a long field goal for high school. I mean, there's some college kickers that you don't feel comfortable out there inside, a 45-yard field goal. But
I don't even know what the Tennessee high school record. I think Tennessee high school record's right around in the 56, 57 margin.
Sounds impressive. I mean, I knew that he would have a pretty good leg. We've seen him, the first kickoff of the game actually went into the end zone for a touchback, so we knew this kid had a good leg. I didn't think it was 45-yard field goal good, though. So the Mustangs have Powell, and looks like that's
Chapman.
Is that still Chapman there?
Yeah. Looks like they took Riley out, at least on the kickoffs.
So 8 seconds to go in this one. I mean, you almost have to score on the kick return or maybe just try for a long play. And Smith, he's going to boom that one. That's going to roll right to Chapman. He has it at the 20, makes a cut at the 25, and he is going to be brought down with about 2 seconds left to go. And the Mustangs got about 75 yards to go to the house. Mustangs offense comes back on the field, and it looks like you'll need a long pass play. And Lyles has actually been pretty good passing here in the first half. What are some of those numbers you got, Molin?
I'll have to get that here in a second, but he was at 70, I think, nearing the end of the first quarter.
And then he had that long catch and run to Dylan Thompson, so he's looking over 100 yards here in the first half. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And we got 1.6 seconds remaining here. Mustangs looking to make this one a little closer as we near the halftime break.
Ben Lyles 6 for 9, 109 total.
Pretty good pass yards per catch right there. So the Mustangs come out in a new formation. We haven't seen this one yet. They got trips to the near side, one receiver to the far side. Lyles is going to fire it across the middle to Thompson, picked up at the 40 and down to the 45. And that will do it for the first half. They actually mark him down at the 46. But that will do it for the first half here at Loretto. Cornersville 24, Loretto 15. We'll be back for some halftime stats in a minute here on the X Sports Network.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your sports forecast.
Well, a few showers are possible here as we head through this evening. Not very likely, but that chance does linger here over the next few hours, but we'll be mostly dry for tonight. Temperatures down to the upper 60s for our lows. That cooling trend will only continue over the next several days. Notice across the area, you really don't see too many of those showers, just spotty across the area. For tomorrow, though, we do have that chance of some isolated thunderstorms, so maybe keep that umbrella on hand if you have some outdoor weekend plans. Highs in the upper 80s, near 90. Once again. So I do think some of us will see some heavy downpours there for tomorrow and as well Sunday too. So this weekend we'll see some isolated thunderstorm activity, but big changes coming up in the forecast. So if you have any outdoor plans, games, practices to look out for Monday, Tuesday, and beyond, I think we're going to be dry and we're going to be cooler. Look at those temperatures near 80, maybe even upper 70s with lows in the upper 50s.
Nobody makes hauling more affordable than C&D Hauling. Serving southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama, they supply premium materials like asphalt, sand, gravel, and much more for whoever needs it, like contractors, builders, or homeowners. Call today for a free quote. When it's time to build a home, remodel, or add on, Hamby Builders is this area's experienced construction company. From site selections to floors, doors, windows, trim, tile, bathrooms, and kitchen, the Hamby Builders team can make your home the home of your dreams. Hamby Builders is licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience in homes in Giles, Lawrence, Wayne, and Murray counties. Trust your home construction or light commercial project to the team with experience and integrity. Hamby Builders. Call 931-629-5264 or 931-629-9472 today.
Welcome to Mid-South Barn Dominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
Hi, I'm Jeff Overton, pastor of Mars Hill Baptist Church. And it's that time of year again where the hallways of the schools come alive with life. We love hearing the children go back, their laughter, their squeals, the excitement. And we want you to know at Mars Hill Baptist Church, we're praying for you as you start back to school. Whether you're in the kindergarten and starting your very first day, or whether this is your senior year, it's the last time you're going to walk the halls of that high school. We want you to know we're praying for you and we're supporting you. We're praying you have a great, productive year, a safe year, and when you come to the end of this school year, you'll look back and say, what a great year it's been. I also like to encourage you. We have a great children and student ministries at Mars Hill Baptist Church, and we'd love to come alongside you and help you grow in that area of your life as well. So as you begin this school year, begin knowing we're behind you, we support you, and we love you. God bless you. Have a great school year.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
Good Works at Home, formerly known as the Summit at Home, is a licensed non-skilled agency dedicated to helping you maintain your independence at home for as long as possible. Our compassionate and caring staff provide support in various areas, including dressing, bathing, personal hygiene, transportation, cleaning, and companionship. Please call our office about services, payment options, and long-term care policies at 931-762-2310. We look forward to assisting you with keeping your independence longer.
Back to school equals back to big savings at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Score 0% financing on select models and up to $15,000 off MSRP on new 1500 trucks. Over 150 used vehicles, all priced to move and below market value. Need service? Our expert team is ready, and we've got loaner vehicles to keep you moving while we work. Hurry into Heritage Automotive, where the deals are hot and the savings are huge.
Heritage Automotive. Expect more, experience the difference.
Here at Fields & Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my 2 uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride. It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields & Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
It's one of our biggest sales of the year, the Storing Lee Furniture Labor Day Sale. Come shop our 3-acre showroom with Labor Day savings throughout. We have a huge amount of furniture in stock and ready to be delivered, featuring famous name brand furniture from all over the world. And all in-stock outdoor furniture is on sale now. Plus our huge selection of mattresses in stock and ready to go. Plus 0% financing is available and free delivery too. Don't you miss the Storing Lee Furniture Labor Day Sale.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-service towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book online or call 931-325-0757 to schedule your appointment today.
For over 50 years, Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Lawrenceburg has been a cornerstone of care in Lawrence County. From cardiology to orthopedics, general surgery, primary care, and women's health, we offer compassionate expert care close to home. Our ER is now stronger than ever with more providers, chest pain accreditation, and our newest Joint Commission stroke accreditation because every second matters. Generations have trusted us for compassionate care and medical excellence. Faster, trusted, accredited. Emergency care with hometown heart.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back. Second half action coming up here in a moment between Loretto and Cornersville as the Mustangs have taken the field once again. Michael Molnix will go over some first half stats with you real quick, though.
So overall, team-wise, Loretto, a total of 8 first downs in that first half, 17 carries for a total of 40 yards rushing, and then 6 catches for 126 yards passing from Ben Lyles, 6 of 11 in that, 1-to-1 on touchdown interception. And then you look over at Cornersville side. Cornersville doing a lot better on the rushing side. 22 carries for 178 yards with a total of 10 first downs. And then you look at their reception and passing, and, I mean, you got 2 yards. So,
yeah, I would say it was the one play for 2 yards. So.
But, I mean, Cornersville does look like they are winning as far as the total yardage goes in that stance by just a little bit. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, when you
most of that came off of that fumble that went back about 15 or 20 yards there. And like you had mentioned, the quarterback Smith had over 100 yards rushing before that fumble, and now about 92 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that was 92 yards, 2 touchdowns, and we'll go over that as well. Jackson Smith, of course, like he said, leading 12 carries, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then Euland right behind him, 6 carries, 44, and then followed by Lombardi with 3 carries and 43. Cherry a carry for a -1, and then you look over at the passing, 1 of 2. I got it 2 of 2. I can mess that one up, but 1 of 2 for 5 yards. And then, of course, the leading receiver is Lombardi. And then Jackson Smith, 1 of 1 on field goals. And then you look at the Loretto side, and not as much going on the rushing end as Colby Brown, 7 carries, 23 yards, followed by Riley, 6 for 10, Chapman, 1 for 5, Lyles, 3 for 2, including on that one, I guess, kind of the fumble.
Yeah.
But then you look at his passing stats, and he's kind of making up for that. 7 of 10, 129 for a touchdown and an interception. I actually think that should be 6 of 11, but 129 for a touchdown and an interception. And then leading in the receiving category, Dylan Thompson, who's had an amazing game, trying to take over a lot of those statistical categories from Corbin Reynolds, from Hunter Smith, from Jackson Robertson. Yes, he was on that receiving core last year, but
he was kind of the third option, and now he is the one option with the most experience. Obviously, I mean, we've seen other guys that are out there like Braden Bennett and Jaden Powell, but these are guys that don't have as much experience. Thompson, a senior, he's been on the football team for 4 years and has played has gotten some serious play time 3 of the 4 years. So, definitely the guy out there with the most experience.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, Bennett 2 receptions for 10. Thompson's got 3 for 107 and a touchdown, and then Powell's got 1 reception for 9. Now, you look at everything else. I don't have any defensive stats, unfortunately. I'm only one man, so I cannot do all of that and broadcast at the same time. But, I mean, you look at the first quarter versus the second quarter.
Well, I was just about to mention in the first quarter, after the first quarter, Cornersville was getting 11, 12 yards a carry. Now, at halftime, that's been knocked down to 6. So they've slowed down the run a little bit, and the Mustangs have done a much better job of setting the edge to not allow these sweep and outside zone plays to gash them like they were in the first quarter.
Right, and so, I mean, Loretto looked a lot better in that second quarter, scoring 15 points compared to Cornersville. I believe they had 9 in that second quarter.
Yeah, but no, they only had 3. I believe it was 21-8 after the first.
It was 21-8 after the first. So 15-3, or no, correction.
7-3.
7-3. We're broadcasters. We're not mathematicians, even though I am the stat keeper for tonight.
My mom's a math teacher here. She might not take too kindly to that.
Well, AJ, if you're listening, you're going to have to go back and probably redo a lot of this anyway. So, but hopefully Loretto can build off of that momentum from the end of that first to the second and now here to the third, but they've got to get a defensive stop here. That is crucial, and then score early on that.
And one thing that may play a bit of a factor here in the second half, you look over there on that other sideline, they don't have a lot of extra players. Most guys are playing both sides of the ball. You get to the middle of the third, late fourth quarter, those guys are going to be tired. We'll see and the Mustangs obviously have a much deeper roster, so we'll see how much effect that plays in the second half.
Well, and of course you look on the other side of that, Cornersville, the guys that they're using looks like they've got the experience, they've got the knowledge of it, but then you look at Loretto, they've got the manpower, but not necessarily as much of the experience. They got a lot to replace off of that team from last year. And so, I mean, no discredit to these guys, but, I mean, when you're having to replace that much within the span of a year, I mean, it's different to adjust to. Let's just put it that way. So,
yeah, big adjustment. I mean, it's a new head coach, new uniforms, a lot of new players. So the word of the year for 2025 Loretto football is new. So Loretto will kick to start the second half. Cornersville, Lombardi and Oland back to receive. Henry Chambliss on to kick. Chambliss onside kick coming out of the second half, and that's going to bounce. We'll see what's going on, and Loretto may have a man on the ball. They may have the football. And we'll see a move from the official, and that's going to be first down, Loretto.
Well,
is that Sean Payton or Bryce Glass down there second? And that was the kicker. Chambliss fell on it. Well, what about it? Some stones from Bryce Glass there with the onside kick coming out of second half. And now Loretto has the ball driving at the 35-yard line as we open the second half. That's a big momentum play. We were talking about getting the momentum, and they found it right there. Mustangs trips receivers to the left. Thompson one-on-one here to the near side, and Brown is the tailback. That's going to hand off to Colby. Gets to the outside, and he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. I think they're going to say he lost one there. And that'll bring up second down and 11. So second and 11 from the 36. Mustangs need the 25 for a first. Same formation. Lyles looking. He's got Thompson down the field and just overshot him, had him.
And that's one of those things that's there.
Just
maybe
over.
a little bit of touch on it, and that's a different story.
I think Lyles saw as much grass in front of Thompson as he did, and just got a little happy and overshot that one a hair. So that'll bring up 3rd and 11. Lyles looking to the sideline for the play call.
You can see the safety right here.
Same
Looks like he's
formation
gonna
again.
double up here.
Yeah, and the safety's coming over to a 6-man box right here, and they're sending it out late blitzer. Good job picking that one up, Colby Brown. Lyle's going to scramble. He's got some room, and he's going to trip on his own lineman's foot, and he'll be down inside the 35-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 34, so 4th down and 9 coming up for Loretto. On their own side of the 50, so they looks like they will go for it here. They're going to split 2 receivers to each side now. Again, not a very heavy box, only about 4 or 5 guys in there. Lyles has it in the shotgun. He's got plenty of time looking over the middle, and almost a good catch there by Hunter Bennett, or Braden Bennett, pardon. That will go off his hands, turnover on downs to start the second half. The Mustangs showed some life right there, but weren't able to capitalize. So 1st down and 10 Bulldogs at their own 34-yard line.
And now it's kind of back to where we were talking about just a little bit ago. Now you need a stop to start the half.
So 2 receivers to the far side. Got the tailback to the left of the quarterback. Usually where we see that little play like that exact play right there is Owen gets to the outside. And he cuts it back at the 40 and will be spun down near a 1st down. I believe they might give it to him right there.
It's close and maybe just a yard short.
Needs the 44. Looks like this near side official's got him at the 43. So will be gain of 9, bring up 2nd down and 1 from the 43. Second down and 1. We haven't seen many inside runs from Cornersville, and they've got an empty backfield right here. And they're going to run that little option to Lombardi. And bunch of Mustangs in the backfield. Nate Tucker and Andrew Riley and Logan Long in there on the tackle. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 3, pardon. They just marked him at the 41. Needs the 44 for a 1st down. And Michael Mullenix, the Mustangs defense, finally sniffed out that little end-around jet sweep play.
Yeah, Cornersville also didn't execute it very well either. Kind of a little slow getting to the play as well from Lombardi, and so easy one right there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that's one of those plays that if it's timed right, we've seen Cornersville run it successfully many times tonight. When they time it up right, it's beautiful, but times like that it doesn't work as well. And it'll be a straight run to Smith. It's going to be close to a 1st down. He will get it on the 2nd push out there near the 47. That will be a gain of 6 and enough for a 1st down. Still 2 receivers to the far side. Smith, handoff to Olin. Cuts up the middle, and there he goes. Flipped over. And on the Loretto side of the 50 at the 47. I'm going to say about a gain of 6 right there. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4. So 2nd down and 4 here for the Bulldogs. Bringing a man in motion. They got a bunch set to the near side. And it looks like it's going to be a handoff to Owen that it is. Owen making some moves in the backfield, cuts back at the 45. And he's got some open room to the 40. And it will be taken down around the 33-yard line. Gain of about 14, enough for a 1st down. First down and 10 Cornersville again, looking like they are continue to drive. Owen coming out of the ball game. Looks like they'll run Lombardi in the backfield. Smith in the shotgun gets the snap, play action, looking. He's got a man down the field. He aired it out deep, and it is caught. Touchdown, Cornersville.
Looks like number 5, Fitzpatrick, there on the catch.
Yeah, deep pass play there to the junior wideout, Cameron Fitzpatrick. And a first drive touchdown for Cornersville as they've now got Loretto doubled up, 30-15, extra point pending. They've come out in this formation every single time.
Yeah,
they've gone for it twice. They've kicked an extra point once. We'll see what they got coming up here. And they're going to audible it back to an extra point. And that would make it a 16-point game. Still 2 possessions. And snap down, hold, kick is up, and it is
still good.
Still
somehow.
good, yeah. Wobbled that one up there, but it is good. So Cornersville takes a 2-score lead, 31-15 here in the third quarter. We'll be back in a minute here on the X Sports Network.
Bring your outdoor dreams to life at Loretto Nursery and Landscaping. This one-stop shop can help you get your project done from start to finish. Go see for yourself. They have a wide variety of plants, from tropicals to ferns and trees, plus hanging baskets. What they have to offer goes beyond what looks good. They also supply concrete, mulch, compost, and drainage culverts. Don't forget about their on-lot buildings and chicken coops. You think that's all? You can also stop by to fill up your propane tank. Loretto Nursery and Landscaping has you covered. Stop by 409 South Military Street.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Mustangs tried an onside kick to start the second half, got the ball, but went 3 and out. And 70-ish yards later, a touchdown by Cornersville is up to score 31-15 here in this one. And we've got games elsewhere on the X Sports Network tied up at 14 as the second half is about to start between Lawrence County and Summertown. Elsewhere on the X Sports Network, we got Deschler and Russellville going on right now. As that one looks to be in halftime, Russellville still leading that one 14-7. So Jackson Smith on to kick. And that one is going to go deep, and looks like it'll go out of bounds. And I'm not sure if the rule's the same as college, as we got a man down for Cornersville near midfield.
Is that?
Smith. Is that Smith? And that is not good if you're Cornersville. He looks like he's getting up, I would say. And at this time of the year where it's been about 85, 90 degrees today, we talked about it before the game, Hayden. Hydration is key, and it looks like he's cramping. If that's a cramp, that's a bad one, because he is. That one looks rough. So we'll take We'll keep it here for a minute. Looks like they're about to.
Looks like they're just getting him off the field.
Yeah.
So hope he is okay.
Yeah. So with the kick being out of bounds, there's a flag on the play, so the Mustangs will take over at the 35 once again. And we'll see how big of an impact that plays on later in the game, because not only is he their quarterback, Michael Mullenix, he's their kicker, he's their punter. Hopefully he's okay and can return. It looks like he's up walking around there on the sideline now. So. All right, so Lyles and Colby Brown, heading to the backfield. 2 receivers to the near side. Got Thompson in the slot. Powell coming in motion, and it's a sweep to Powell. And he is going to break a tackle on the backfield, and he's run into by about 4 Bulldogs there. Nothing going there. Loss of about 2 or 3. They're giving him a very beneficial spot there.
Where was the placement, at the 35 or
it
40?
Started at the 35. And only a loss of 3 there back to the 32. So second and 13. Mustangs need the 45 for a first down. Snap. Lyles looking like a little speed option. Ben Lyles makes a cut, and he'll be up, and there's a flag on the play. It may be a late hit there on the quarterback.
Looks like a helmet to helmet at least.
So we'll see what's coming from this near side official. That's going to be I'm not sure. It looked like he called for a holding. Maybe a face mask there. We'll see how much they move him up. But they're personal foul against, so that will be a personal foul against Cornersville. And that'll move the ball up 15 yards, enough for a first down. Well, that was 15 after the play, so we've got them. Mustangs already in Cornersville territory here at the 47. So first down and 10 Loretto. Dylan Thompson has got a one-on-one here on the near side. Trips to the top of the set. Lyles gets the snap, handoff to Brown. Oh, and Andrew Riley, breaks the tackle, and he's got a first down out to about the 32-yard line. A gain of 15 and a first down. And Riley, I believe with that carry, may have doubled his yardage right there.
I believe he did.
Mustangs driving, and we've got hurry-up offense. Cornersville trying to get a man off the field, and they will. Oh, I don't know if he got off the field, but it's going to be a handoff to Riley again. Makes a move at the 32, runs over a man out to about the 28, but we're going to have a holding call on Dylan Thompson as he is irate about that one. So that'll back him up 10 yards. I'm not sure if that'll put him at the 42 or the 38, depending on if it looks like it was before the run, so they're backing him up, to the 44. It's like a 12-yard penalty there. Either way, it'll be about 1st and 20 at the 44-yard line. We're about halfway through the third quarter here. Lyles in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Play fake to Riley. Looks for Thompson. Caught at the 35 and trying to break a tackle will be Thompson, but he's still not down. Took about 4 Bulldogs to try to take him down as Thompson picks up about 9 there, and we had a bit of a lighting error. A bit of a lighting error right there, but it will be 2nd down and about 12. Off of the pitch and catch there to Thompson. Snap, Lyles, handed off to Colby Brown. Brown tries to find a hole and falls forward to about the 30. They may give him the 31 there. That'll be about a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and about 9 there. Lyles going to the sideline to get the play call. And a big 3rd down and 8 here for Loretto. Would love to pick up a first down. Still down 2 scores, 31-15. Third and 8. We're at 5 minutes to go. Play action. Lyles looking. He's got him deep. He's got him. And it is over the head of Dylan Thompson. Had it in the end zone. Just couldn't bring that one in. Thompson been the sure-handed guy tonight, but just could not bring that one in. A beautiful ball from Lyles there, though. 4th down and 8. Mustangs offense staying on the field on their side of the 50. Mustangs calling some audibles. They flip the tailback to the far side, bringing Bennett in motion, and a handoff to Bennett. Bennett gets to the outside. He's got some men closing in, and he's going to be down. Did not get the first down. Looks like he's short by about 4 or 5 yards. And another drive stalled there, as the Mustangs will turn it over on downs for the 2nd consecutive drive. So Cornersville will pick it up at the 27.
Yeah, it looks like Smith is back on the field.
Yeah, so must have just been a cramp there on that last kick. But I'm not sure how mobile he'll be. You know, coming back from a cramp like that, it could easily be re-aggravated. So we'll see how much he runs here on this drive. Snap. And he's going to keep it right there on the option. Gets to the outside. And a good tackle there on the far side. I believe that was number 8, John Hanna. May have been number 02, Hanley Thornton over there. So 2nd and 6 off the carry from Smith. And Skylar McMaster's checking back in the game on the defensive line. One receiver to the top, one to the bottom, and another handoff to Lombardi. And Lombardi met at the line right there.
Looked like Long on that.
Yeah, Logan Long, the senior. Skylar McMasters may have been in there on the tackle as well. And that's got him at the 31. 3rd down and 6 coming up for Cornersville. And it'll be a long 6, more like 6.5, as that ball's right between the 30 and 31 yard lines. Big play coming up here for the Mustangs. If they're wanting to get back into this one, this would be a great time to do so. Snap. And fumbled. Smith got it. He's going to have to roll out. And he is going to be brought down again by a host of Mustangs. Who is in there? That looks like number 60, Milo Jones, and number 50, Skylar McMasters in there on the sack. And that's going to bring up 4th down and long. It looks like Cornersville will have to punt, being on their own 25. And this is a good opportunity for the Mustangs to keep this ball on this side of the field. Again, you got a punter out there who's been cramping, and it looked like it was his right leg that was cramping as well. I'm not sure if he's right or left-footed.
I think he's right. So
this may not be a very long punt, and we've seen him be able to boom some kicks. So obviously the 44-yard field goal at the closing parts of the first half. The Mustangs need points right here, Michael Mullenix, if they want to stay in this one.
Yeah.
They've been given too many extra possessions by their defense now here in the second half. Score update from Lawrenceburg as Lawrence County's come all the way back and taken the lead 21-14 as we are still in the third quarter there in Lawrenceburg.
New era at Lawrence County, so you didn't know what to expect going into that game. So
yeah, we talked about it on our Friday Night Live as we got a timeout here. We'll keep it here for a second. We'll talk for a minute, and we talking about that Lawrence County Summertown game. You know, Summertown it was their first victory ever against Lawrenceburg last fall, and their first time in 11 years. I'm not sure if they played every year, but 2014 was the first year for Summertown having a football program, and it's been a very competitive battle with Loretto, as I keep throwing my roster all over the place. But they haven't been able to get one over on Lawrence County until last year. Got that big win, 14-0, and obviously new head coach at Lawrence County with Garrett Barnett. And we didn't know what to expect from them. They had a lot of players. They got a lot of new as well as Loretto, so we didn't know what to expect from them. But talking in our show, our Friday Night Live show earlier today, they have been playing footage from that Summertown game last year in the locker rooms, in the weight rooms, reminding these guys that look at what they did to you last year. They don't want that to happen again. And, despite being down early, Lawrence County's battled all the way back. Oh, yeah, very interesting. Both teams still with 3 timeouts.
Now Cornersville with 2.
Well, now Cornersville with 2. See what you were asking for now. I'm still working on the hand signals thing. So it will be 4th down, and they've got it marked at 13 now. We'll see what Cornersville's got. Obviously, Smith back to punt. We'll see how well that leg will hold up on him. Bringing a guy on late is Cornersville. Send him over here to the near side, number 0. And it's going to be a high snap. Punter gets it. And that one's going to be a roller. It's going to drop at about the midfield, and it will bounce backwards, giving Cornersville a good roll. And they'll pick it up at the 43-yard line where the Mustangs will take over. And we still got there is a Mustang down.
I can't tell who that is.
Took a big hit. They're on the last drive, or they're on the punt return. It looks like John Hanna, one of the Mustangs' defensive backs there. And he'll be coming off the field there as the Mustangs will send the offense back out there. First down and 10. They've been given good field position the entire second half. They just need to capitalize.
Needs to connect here.
And just a couple of plays have been the difference. I mean, Dylan Thompson had a touchdown catch that he just missed there on the last drive. And Riley will be the tailback in for this drive. We've seen a couple of drives of Colby Brown. But Riley does have the longest carry of the second half at 15 yards. And a flag down on the play as the Mustangs had 12 on the field. So a legal formation, and that will back the Mustangs back. I believe that's just a 5-yard penalty, but so that will back them up to the 38-yard line. So first down and 15. The Mustangs need the other 47 for a first down. Bringing Thompson in motion. And they got an option right there. Lyles cuts it up the middle, cuts it outside to the 45 to the 50. And Lyles outside at the 45, a first down. And a big carry there for Ben Lyles on the option.
Oh, and he's hurt.
And he has rolled an ankle. He's down here on the near sideline. I couldn't tell if he was celebrating or hurting. He looks like he's rolled an ankle right there on the near sideline. And we're going to have not sure if we have I believe, we have an official's injury timeout while the Mustangs care for their injured quarterback. So an official timeout. We'll be back in a minute. You're watching Mustangs football on the X Sports Network.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
Vinny Veloz in at quarterback now after Ben Lyles goes down with a apparent lower body injury. We'll see if he can go anymore in this one. But Vinny Veloz, the backup quarterback, the senior, trying to lead the Mustangs back here down 16. And he'll hand it off to Riley. Riley's going to break it to the outside. Got it at the 40 to the 36-yard line. Well, he'll go down about 2 yards shy of a first down. And now we got a Cornersville Bulldog cramping. And that looks like Oland, the linebacker and running back. And that's a guy for Cornersville you cannot afford to lose. We'll keep it here. Or actually, we'll take a short break here on the X Sports Network.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today. A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
And we're back out of the injury timeout. Linebacker and running back for Cornersville out on that play. Oland, who has been a big help. Lyles back out there at quarterback, and Riley fumbles the football, picks it back up, throwing a couple guys off of him, and he'll go down. Loss of 1. And it'll bring up 4th down and 3. Mustangs
should be 3rd down, I believe. I think they just got 3rd down.
Okay, so it should just be 3rd down and 3. Pardon. Got a little ahead of myself there. Under 60 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. And Mustangs a twin tailback, a pistol look. Brown to the left of the quarterback and Riley behind him. And Brown, the lead blocker, Riley, is going to be bowling forward, and he's got to push. And that'll be enough for a Mustangs. 1st down.
Looks like at the 32, so gain of 5.
And number 70 for Cornersville, Aaron Qualls, lost his lid on that one, so he'll have to take the play off. We'll see if the Mustangs want to run one more play here. They got about 15 seconds. I would imagine them being down, they want to get as many plays in as they can. Thompson one-on-one here on the near side. He's beaten this man now 3 or 4 times tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to him. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Gets the snap, fullback dive to Brown. Or no, keeper. And now a pitch out to Riley. Riley, and he'll go down at the 25-yard line. A gain of about...
And late flag here. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, ball down at the 25. We do have some laundry on the field. We'll see what it is. We'll see. Call here from the head official at the conclusion of the 3rd down. We got a holding against Loretto. I saw it. I didn't know if the officials would too, so that's going to negate that run and back them up. So that will do it for the 3rd quarter. We'll be back here for the final quarter of action up next here on the X Sports Network. Okay, welcome back. So we didn't flop the field. So what we are doing, we have an untimed down here for the Mustangs. 1st and about 13 from the 35. They need the 22 for a 1st down. But again, 1st down, and that comes off the holding play the end of the quarter. Lyles, he's got it deep. He's looking for Thompson. He's going deep. He's got him, and it is caught! Let's see what the call is. Touchdown, Loretto! Dylan Thompson once again making the big play. 21-31 your score, extra point coming. I would assume, though, with it being a 16-point game, the Mustangs may be going for 2 coming up here. As now the lights are – we got a light show here. I didn't know we had light shows here now. We're getting fancy up here in Loretto.
And we're just 2A.
We're just a 2A school, yeah. So it is still the third quarter, folks. It was the last play of the third quarter. We had an untimed down, and the Mustangs made the most of it. You know, we say when you're down in basketball, the best ways to score is when the clock is stopped, and that's the way to do it here. Lyles gets the snap, and he's rolling. Rolling, looking for a 2-point conversion play. He's got Thompson again. Could have called a pass interference there, but nothing going. So the Mustangs' 2-point conversion is no good.
And another injured player.
Yeah, and we have another Mustang down. But I believe that will do it for the end of the third quarter. So score after 3, Cornersville 31, Loretto 21. We'll be back for the fourth quarter here in a few minutes on the X Sports Network.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort, a one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability, finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
And we're back to start the fourth quarter here in Loretto. Mustangs got an untimed down at the end of the third quarter. A long touchdown pass to Dylan Thompson. Got the Mustangs 6 points closer, could not convert on the 2-point conversion, so they remained down 10. That Mustang down at the end of the quarter was Colby Brown, so hopefully just the cramp so he can come back. And now the Mustangs and Henry Chambliss out there to kick. Chambliss has had a pretty good night kicking. And another onside kick opportunity there. That one's going to bounce.
Yeah,
looks like Cornersville fell on that
though.
one there at the 44. So they will pick up 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Heads up play. Try to catch them asleep one more time. Not as successful. Mustangs started the second half with an onside kick that they recovered and then ultimately went 4 and out. But so we are in the fourth quarter, under 12 minutes to go in this one as the Mustangs, time's running out on their first game here in 2025, and they would like a much different look on that scoreboard right now than a 10-point deficit to Cornersville. Cornersville comes out with a bunch to the right. One receiver to the far side. And it's going to be a handoff to Lombardi. And they're in the backfield, breaks a tackle. Oh, and what a hit there from Tucker, but he's still on his feet. Lombardi running for his life as he's going to get thrown out of bounds. And about, where are they going to give him?
Looks like they're giving him the other 49.
Yeah, so now into Loretto territory at the 49. That will be a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 3. Clock's running. The clock is ticking. They look a little fast on our end. We're trying to catch up with the game clock. We're about right now. 11:05 to go. 2nd and 3. And they're bringing him back in motion. Ball bobbled. And he will be about the line of scrimmage, maybe. The ref changed his forward progress, and looks like they got him at the 49 or 46 for a first down. Tucker's going to have to come off. It lost his lid. And it will be a first down there by Cherry. I will have to say this officiating staff's been generous, giving extra yards for both sides tonight. 1st and 10 for Cornersville in Loretto territory at the 46. They got one receiver out here to the near side. And that's going to be a handoff to Lombardi. He's got the outside, and a couple of Mustangs will bring him down after a gain of about 3. Looks like a Riley and another Mustang cramping on the play. And the cramping Mustang in on the tackle. Not sure who that is down there. But we will. Looks like a lineman for the Mustangs, so we'll take a quick 30-second break while they get him stretched out. You're watching Mustangs football here on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
All right, we're back. Couple of guys getting stretched out there on that play. And his coaching staff both of them are going to be very disappointed in their team's hydration preparation for this one. So it is 2nd down and about 7. Cornersville has it at the 43-yard line, looking for the 36 for a first down. In the shotgun, and we got a pass play. Smith is going to step up and get blasted after about a gain of 1. A couple of Mustangs in there on the tackle. One of them looks like Tristan James in there.
Another
number 5, so that'll bring
injury.
up a 3rd down, and we have another Cornersville Bulldog out there cramping. Well, he was getting up, and now they're going to stretch him out. So we'll do some score updates.
See if I can get on Coach T here real quick.
I know everybody didn't click on us to watch commercials all night. Apologize about all the injuries. Looks like Lawrence County's taking control of that one in the 3rd quarter as they lead Summertown 28-14. Also on the X Sports Network, Russellville and Deschler still at 14-7 in the 4th quarter. Look at some scores elsewhere around the region. Just 1 second. As I try to find the scoreboard.
Mount Pleasant 35, Battle Creek 0, 4th quarter starting there. Lewis County 41, Zion Christian nothing at the half. Hollow Rock Brewston 35, Scotts Hill 0 in the start of the 3rd quarter. Trying to see who else is in. Camden 14, Riverside 7 at the half.
Wow, Riverside down at halftime.
Yeah,
I mean, Camden's a good team, but definitely a surprising score.
Not seeing anything on Adamsville just yet.
Yeah, I don't have a score on that one either.
Oh, Adamsville 21, Hardin County 7 at the half as well. So
a good start for Adamsville against a big, I believe Hardin County's a 5A opponent, so a very good start there.
It is a 4A, I believe.
So 3rd down and about 6. Another big 3rd down here for Cornersville. And they got a little screen play on the outside. That's going to go off his hands. Oh, that was very close to a backwards pass, and if that was, we'd be watching Hanley Thornton run all the way back for another touchdown. But that will bring up 4th down and medium, about 6 yards. We'll see what Cornersville's thinking of, as it looks like they are.
Because you're on the other 42.
Yeah.
So if you punt, you're possibly putting in deep territory. But if you go for it,
looks like they are going to punt here with Smith standing back at his own 45. Mustangs don't have anybody deep to return. Thompson might want to get back there. And we got a flag on the play. I believe they got 12 men on. And that'll back them up 5 yards, making it 4th and 11, helping the Mustangs with field position slightly.
So that'll bring it back to should be the 47.
So it'll put them back closer to midfield.
And
it looks like they flipped the punt formation. Smith's not very far back there. He's still standing he only backed up about 2 yards, so he's close to the line of scrimmage. And remember, he is the quarterback snap, and he will punt it. Thompson at the 15 makes a move out to the 20, to the 25's got open field, to the 35, to the 40. Big block at midfield. And we got a flag. And we got a flag. Another flag.
So we're going to get offset, and looks like.
Thompson and a third flag coming in. Everybody's throwing laundry all over the field.
So either way, it's going to be offset, and I think we got late hit.
We got late hits. We got blocks in the bag. We probably got a holding or two. So we've got a lot to discuss here near the Cornersville sideline. We'll see what the head official comes up with when he comes and gives us the call. But yeah, a lot going on there, and I'll tell you, that ref threw that flag about 20 yards. That may have been the best throw we've seen all night.
Yeah, so they're going to have to put this down on some notes so the referee can remember all this.
Yeah. Only one of those where he's out there holding the notepad out, reading what he's got, because there was a lot of laundry on the field on that one.
Because first one will be back here at around the
30, 28, 29.
Because I don't even know if he got it all the way there, but it was probably about – it's in between the 35, 45 on the Loretto side.
We'll see. We got a holding against the Mustangs.
And that may be –
there were 3 flags on the play, and yet we only got 1 call as of now. And that's going to put the Mustangs deep in their own territory if that flag is where they're moving it from. Coach is looking for an explanation here because there were 3 flags on the play, and we only got 1 call. So then after the play, unsportsmanlike against Cornersville, so that'll scoot us up 15 yards.
So that's after the play.
After the play. So we're going to have, I believe we're going to have offsetting penalties after the play unless it was both on Cornersville. But so now the ball's at the 33. We'll see what the third call is.
And that may
have just been it.
May have been 2 flags on the same play.
So it looks like the Mustangs will be starting around the 33-yard line. The Mustangs. So holding on Loretto and an unsportsmanlike after the play on Cornersville has Mustangs with the ball at the 33-yard line, 1st down and 10, trailing by 10 with about 9.5 minutes to go. Lyles back in there at quarterback. Saw him take a scary fall earlier in the game, and Lyles looking for a deep one, and he is going to air it out. He's got Powell down there at the 45, and that's got to be a flag.
And I think they're going to deem it uncatchable.
Yeah, I about to say that was out of bounds there, so I would say there no PI there, deeming it uncatchable. So Mustangs 2nd down and 10 as Velo's coming out. Mustangs got 4 wide on this play, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Thompson on the far side. The running back is Riley. Lyles in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Looking. He's got all day. He's firing that one deep down the field for Bennett. And it is tipped up and incomplete. That hit about 4 receivers right there, or 2 receivers for the Mustangs and maybe a defensive back, and quickly 3rd down and 10 off 2 back-to-back incompletions. So a big 3rd down coming up for the Mustangs as Lyles has come to the sideline to get the play call. So Mustangs still at the 33, needing the 43 for a first. And with 9.5 minutes remaining, this will be an inopportune time for Loretto to go 3 and out. Play clock running down. Mustangs coming out of the huddle. Back judge is counting. Lyles, low snap, picks it up. Looking. He's going to flip it out to the running back, and that's going to be incomplete. And that will be a 3 and out for Loretto.
Well, now you got to ask the question.
Yeah, is it time
to
go for it?
Do you have many drives left to get this thing back? So, and
it looks like they are going to pull the offense and put the punt team back out there. First punt of the second half for the Mustangs. They've been able to get into Cornersville territory all night in every drive but this one, really. Not much time went off the clock there, though, with 3 straight incompletions. As Cornersville's looking to set up a return. Riley bobbled that one a little bit, and he'll just have to get rid of it. Made a pretty good punt out of it. And and
I think he muffed it.
He may have touched the ball there. We'll see what the official says. And he's just going to say it was dead. Not sure what happened there. I would say I don't think that they're going to say anything about it. But so Cornersville will take over at their own 37. Yeah, definitely a very close play. And so it will be 1st and 10, Cornersville again at the 37-yard line. Leading this one 31-21, 9 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. They got one receiver to the left, or one receiver to the near side, bunch to the right, or bunch to the far side, pardon. And it'll be a keeper for the quarterback. He's got good blocks, cuts back at the 45, and he'll be down at the 47, close to a first down. Smith still running the ball pretty effectively after going down with a cramp here after Cornersville took that 31-15 lead. So 8:59 to go and counting. 1st and 10. They gave him the first down there. Hand off to Oland, and he'll power up the middle to about the 47. Looks like gain of 5. So ball at the 47, needs the 43 for a first down. So about 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5. Offensive line quickly to the line of scrimmage. Snap. And a little end around here to Lombardi. And a good tackle. John Hanna and a big hit. Coming in there, Logan Long laying the wood. Ooh, and Lombardi needing to take a breath before he hops up there. And he's still down. And we've got another cramp. 8 minutes to go here. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5. Ball at the 46. Yeah, we'll change that to about 3rd and, let's say 3. I think they need the 43 for a first down. As we've got 7 minutes and 59 seconds on the clock. Scores, I believe our scores are still the same.
Lewis County final 54-0 over Zion Christian at home.
Lawrence County is just taking the lead 35-14. So it looks like they've taken control of the Buffalo Cup.
Yeah. Hickman County 27, Harpeth 6, East Hickman Fairview 28, East Hickman 6. That's on the other side of the region. So that'll probably be potential first-round playoff matchups.
And that's a tough region.
Yeah.
Well, the Mustangs are in there with that co-region with East Robertson and East Nashville and East Hickman, and those are 3 very tough teams.
And then Hickman County looks like they off to a lot better start under new head coach. I don't know who their new head coach is. But I know their previous head coach now a coordinator at Lexington in West Tennessee. So
3rd and 3, Mustangs defense looking to get one more stop to try to get their offense back out there and get things going. They've got 2 receivers to the far side. Tailback to the near side here, the quarterback, and he's going to hand it off. Up the middle, first down, running through some men, down to the 33-yard line. 13-yard carry there for Oland. As if he hasn't already crossed the century mark, he's probably getting there. Marked him down at the 30, at the 33.
Uland 92 on the night.
So near and ever closer to the 100-yard mark, and still 14-7 down there at Dashler Russellville with the lead, 4 minutes to go. As we're under 7 minutes to go now, and two receivers here to the near side. Smith. And he's going to keep it off the option. And what a tackle there. Taking him down. And the ball's on the ground. The Mustangs have got it. Turnover, Loretto ball. Let's go. Falling on it is number 5, Tristan James. Cornersville sidelines pleading it was a pass, and as the Cornersville players are, but
just from my standpoint,
he had it with one hand, and it looked like he may have just dropped it. So it's going to be Loretto ball, folks, at the 38-yard line. Huge play right there for the Mustangs as they now get back a little closer in the turnover margin, forcing their first of the night. Mustangs trying to get the offense out there. Big break right there by the Mustangs defense. They have given their offense.
And, there's really no need to necessarily just rush it.
No, you're not in a hurry. Still 6 minutes to go.
Well, and they can't – there's no reviews.
We got a flag on the play. It's going to be a delay of game against the Mustangs as they took way too – legal substitution. That's going to be against Cornersville. So 5 yards 5 yards closer to the end zone for the Mustangs. It'll be 1st and 5 now at the 43-yard line. Cornersville's defense is lost. They're really spread thin right here. Pass play for the Mustangs. Lyles running for his life. He's got some open room. He's going to scramble to the 45 to midfield and steps out of bounds at the 49.
Enough for a first.
But he did get a first down right there. Needed 5, got about 6 or 7. Mustangs still on their side of midfield, but the clock will stop long enough for the change to move.
I was going to say, with him out of bounds, that should stop altogether.
Oh, yeah, he did run out of bounds. I promise I know football, guys. It's 1st and 10, Lyles in the shotgun looking. He's going to fire across the middle to Powell. Just missed it. Throw a little behind him. But honestly, Michael Monix, I think if he threw that one in stride, it may have been picked off.
Yeah,
it may have caught a break there throwing it behind Powell. From the way it looked on from our point of view, is there was a a linebacker sitting right in front of him.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a little bit earlier it's a different story, but for when he threw it and where he threw it, that's better than the alternative.
Yeah. So 2nd and 10 now. Press coverage one-on-one on the top with Thompson. Lyles looking. He's going to run out to the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 3 or 4.
Right at the 45.
He needs the 42 for a first.
41,
so about 3rd and 4. Maybe 5. Mustangs moving some receivers here to the near side. We're under 6 minutes to go. Snap. Lyles looking. And he's got it out to Powell. And that's going to be enough for a first down. Jaden Powell. Powell out to the 38-yard line. That will be a little bit more than you needed for the first down. So the Mustangs driving. 5:40 to go.
Right at the 38.
Mustangs trying to show a little tempo here. With the clock ticking, they got a guy off sides. Bryce Glass is irate. Snap down. Lyles looking. He's trying to send his guy on an audible route, and it is going to be caught. Thompson down the sideline at the 10, out of bounds, or spun down inside the 10.
Looks like right at the 6-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and goal. There is a Mustang down, though, or maybe a Bulldog. I can't tell. May have been Thompson.
Is that Thompson?
It may be Thompson down there. Did a lot of spinning there at the end of that play, and maybe aggravated a cramp. But so we'll take a break real quick here. Mustangs 1st and goal when we get back here on the X Sports Network.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit SouthernCraftMFG.com.
And we're back. Dylan Thompson jogging off the field after making a huge grab there on 1st down to get the Mustangs in a goal-to-go situation. Now, right here, Michael Mullenix, in my mind, it's hard to get the ball to anybody but Colby Brown right here.
Yeah, either Colby Brown or the second option, Andrew Riley.
Yeah. I would think they should try to run the ball here. They got both backs in there.
Yeah.
On the far hash at the 5. Yeah, and they're in that pistol formation there with both Brown and Riley in the backfield. Thompson out for this play. And that's going to be to Colby Brown. He's still up. He's still fighting. Let's see. He is down at the 1 or 2 yard line. I think they got him at the 2, so it'll be 2nd and goal at the 2. A little 4-yard carry there from Colby Brown. Let's see what we got here for cooking up for the Mustangs. Under 4.5 to go, looking to cut into this Cornersville lead. Mustangs need to hurry. Snap, handoff Brown. Running through some men, into the end zone, touchdown Loretto! Mustangs cut into the lead. It's a 4-point game now, barring the extra point. Colby Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And it's got the Mustangs that much closer. 31-27. Chambliss out for the extra point. Vinny Velo's the holder. A big extra point right here. Snap down, kick up, and it is money, nothing but. So that will cut it to 3, 31-28. Cornersville still leads. We'll be back in a minute. You're watching Mustangs football on the X Sports Network.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area.
I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
We've got us a doozy here in Loretto. The Cornersville has been up as much as 31-15. Mustangs have come back and made it a 3-point game with 4 minutes to go off the short run there from Colby Brown. Brown, his second touchdown of the night. Both of them have been huge. And now Henry Chambliss on to kick. 4 minutes to go. Mustangs have all 3 timeouts, and their defense has been playing really, really hard in the second half.
They have, and, I mean, only 8 points, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and another onside kick, and it will fall right to, I believe that was, is that number 11 right there? An onside kick there to number 11. It was falling on it by Hayden, what was that, Stainthorpe, the sophomore tight end. So that will have the ball at the 50 with 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Cornersville's been battling the cramp bug here in the second half. They've had to put 3 or 4 different guys back there in the backfield.
Yeah. Cornersville's only got 10 out there.
Yep. Trying to find somebody else. And there comes a man running onto the field. They got to be coming.
That's very close to delay a game.
Mustangs had 10 guys, or 12 guys on the field, and Cornersville only had 10. Man coming in motion, and it'll be a handoff to Owen. Owen coming to this near side, cuts back at the 45, and he'll bowl down to the 39, enough for or to the 40, but that will still be enough for a first down. So that will take him north of 100 yards now.
That puts him at 102.
So they're at the 40. Again, Mustangs still have 3 timeouts, looking for a big defensive stop here late in the fourth to give them a chance to get the ball back and tie or potentially win this one here in week 1. Man coming in motion, a little end around, and he found a hole. And he'll get about 3. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7 off the end around. Looked like Fitzpatrick there on the carry. And they stopped it for a injury timeout. It looks like Fitzpatrick is cramping. So that'll send both teams back to their sidelines. We'll keep it here.
And I'm not
and
sure
hey,
what the rule.
That could be a big benefit for the Mustangs because that's the clock stopped there on 2nd down without them having to use a timeout. So
and I know when you go from college to NFL, it's different on the injury timeout rules. I know high school to college is probably different as well.
Yeah, they couldn't make their rules the same for the same game. That'd be too simple.
Yeah, it'd be way too simple.
I get the NFL and college are very different, but
yeah. Well, was it NFL? It's after an injury, it's a timeout under 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think so.
And I know college is not like that, but you still
and I know there's also in college if you go down with an injury and you don't have a timeout, it counts as a 10-second runoff.
Have they implemented that now?
I believe that is in college because that was a way a Tennessee game ended a couple years ago.
I know they hadn't done that in college football 26 yet. But
So 2nd down and 7. See what we got coming up here from Cornersville. It's the Mustangs defense looking to bow up for a big stop. Clock did start running again. And a handoff. Running around in the backfield. And a big stop there by Jaden Powell. So a backwards gain right there from Easton Lombardi as another Mustang down cramping. And it's been hot this week, guys. I mean, there's no way around it. I mean, earlier this week we had temperatures, heat indexes in the triple digits. Now, obviously, so we still got a Mustang down here on the injury timeout.
Look, luckily someone was telling me this earlier. It's supposed to be a little bit cooler next week, which for the rivalry game, that'll be a lot low 80s. That'll be a lot better playing conditions. Hopefully not as much cramping.
And hey, listen, we've even got some lows where the first number's a 5 now. We're getting that hopefully coming up next week.
What is that? I've seen it at the end of a number, but
we've got it at the beginning of a number now.
Beginning of a number.
Yeah, later next week we got some lows in the mid 50s. So down there on the play, that was number 68. That's Blaze Thomason. Thomason, a senior. I think they charged Loretto with a timeout there, so we'll fix that on our end. So they were trying to say that the play was out of bounds, and that shouldn't have cost them a timeout. But either way, 3rd down and 11 for Cornersville. I'd forgotten who had the ball.
Big down right here, and you got to wonder if you're Cornersville, if it is a 3rd down stop for the Loretto Mustangs, do you try to punt again? Do you go for it?
Do you go? Yeah,
either way, you're going to be on your side of the field.
3rd down and 11. Smith in the backfield and we've got a Mustang jumping off sides. Somebody offsides on Loretto. Looked like number 60, Milo Jones. Or that may have been number 50, Skylar McMasters there, jumping off sides, and that cuts that 3rd down in half. Now 3rd and 6. So 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up here for Loretto. They need a stop here if they want to keep this game alive. Now only with 2 timeouts and 2:43 remaining. Snap, hand off to Oland. Juggled it coming around the left side, and he's going to be there close to a 1st down.
At least.
Well, this near side guy does not have him at the 1st down. The far side does. We'll see what the call is.
He's got it short. He marked it short. It's 4th down.
4th down and 1 coming up here for Cornersville. And we've got a timeout for Loretto. So we'll take that timeout here. You're watching Mustangs football on the X Sports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back. The play of the game coming up here. 4th down and 1 for Cornersville. They're on the 31. They need the 30 for the 1st down. What a 1st down would do was, with Loretto with 1 timeout, would all but end the game. I mean, the Mustangs could get the ball back with maybe 10 seconds to go, but they need to get a stop here to give them a chance to win. But 10 guys, they got 8 guys up there blocking pretty much. Looks like it'll be a quarterback power, and it will be. Quarterback fumble the ball! Mustangs have got the ball! The Mustangs have got the ball back! What a stop, Logan Long in there, along with a couple others, and Loretto football at the 32-yard line. Mustangs got the ball. They're down 3. They got 2 minutes and 15 seconds. I'd say they probably need about the 15 to get Chambliss in range for a for-sure field goal. Mustangs do have a timeout. And plenty of time. Look, we got bunch down here at the bottom. And there's only one Cornersville man down there. We could have a big play coming up here, folks. Oh, they're sending another man down. Snap. Lyles looking. He's rolling out to his left, firing it up deep down the field. Thompson out of bounds. I will tell you, for a quarterback starting in his first game, Lyles has got an arm, man.
He does, and seats and night. Let's see what he's done. 11 of 22, over 200 yards passing. So
yeah, and really his only bad throw, so to speak, was that first one of one of the first ones of the game when he threw the interception. So 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this one.
And Thompson still not able to get that leg working.
Yeah, he's been battling some cramping here late in the game. And we got a snap. Lyles throwing it to the backfield, and Riley drops it. And it brings up 3rd down and 10. Mustangs need some yards here on 3rd. Again, with this being in this situation of the game, they don't need all 10 yards right here. Just need to try to make it a manageable 4th down.
And still one timeout left, I think.
Yeah, and no Dylan Thompson on the field as your leading receiver. Snap. Lyles. Looking. He's got a man. Caught right there, close to the 1st down, and it will be. Breaking a tackle out to the 45, down to the 47. That's John Hanna. Hanna, his first catch of the game, and it couldn't have been at a bigger moment. We're under 2 minutes to go. This clock will stop at 1:57 to move the chains, but we are rolling. Mustangs still got 4 receivers in the game. Snap to Lyles. He's looking. He's got all day. Looking. He's going to run. And fires incomplete. I was trying to find Tristan James right there. Couldn't haul it in. Or pardon, that was Hanna once again.
And it may be a good thing that he dropped that because he was not out of bounds when he caught that.
No, and that would have had the clock running. So down to 1:30. Is that a 4 or a 9? I believe that's a 9. So 1:39 to go. 2nd and 10. Mustangs, they need to be in a hurry, but not necessarily so fast that they're out of control.
Right.
They still got plenty of time. Probably got 6 or 7 plays if it goes that long. And look, they snuck Veloz down here at the bottom of the screen. Oh, and Owen blew, or pardon, I don't remember who that was. Pardon, that was a catch there by Jaden Powell. Pardon, they're blowing that play up almost to the line of scrimmage. Was Lombardi, number 7. So that's third and about 8, maybe 7. 1:15 to go. Time ticking. Mustangs still need about 30 yards to get in the field goal range. Lyles gets the snap, looking, and he's got it. Caught by Veloz, breaking the tackle to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, and he is down at the 34, enough for a 1st down. But Jaden Powell is down at the 39. So we are going to have an injury timeout. I mean, Michael Mullis, you could tell from the time that ball was snapped, Powell was not.
Yeah, and
he was hurting.
Well, it was weird. I'm like, he's never
jogging
moved that slow the whole game.
And then kind of stopped in the middle of his route. Luckily, Veloz was able to get open and make the catch for the 1st down. Under 60 seconds to go. But it looks like Powell is cramping. And got to give the props to Blake Barnett and the whole training staff. Chloe Harris as well for the Mustangs. They've been doing the stretching and giving the pickle juice and all kinds of stuff.
I mean, the cramps cannot come at a worse time, too. Under a minute, 3-point ball game.
Because you got everybody, a bunch of your skill position players.
Yeah.
Obviously, quarterback Lyles is not at 100% with his legs. Colby Brown's been limping. You've had Dylan Thompson not at 100%. Now Jaden Powell. We've seen John Hanna, who's just made a catch. He's been limping. I mean, the Mustangs are quite literally limping down the field.
Now the question becomes, where is the range you need to get to?
Yeah.
And obviously you probably want it
because now while most fans in the stands are sitting here and probably people watching online, we need to get to the end zone. That's not the requirement. Now, I would assume with just how aggressive Bryce Glass has called this game, they're probably going to try to score a touchdown.
Right.
Get it out of here, because I don't know how much more these teams can take in overtime. When it comes to cramping and stuff like that. I mean, we're going to be having the JV kids out there before too long. So Powell is back on his feet, limping a little bit.
And you kind of wondered, like at the beginning when he was jogging, I'm like, is this a cramp or is this
like a head injury or something?
Back? I mean, it could be anything.
I would say with something like that, it's scary. You don't know what it could be, but it looks like just a cramp for Powell. Clock is moving. Lyles with the snap, rolling out. Brown, they're going to get him with a hold, and then a deep throw right there, intercepted. And running down the sideline is Cornersville. He's got a convoy, and he's gone. Lyles is the only man that can catch him, and he won't. And in the last 60 seconds, a pick six for Cornersville. Looks like it'll seal it. There is a flag on the play. It looks like
going to be holding against Riley, but then you wonder, could there have been?
So, yeah, the touchdown will stand. So, touchdown on the pick six for Cornersville. And a heartbreaking way for this one to end for Loretto. And both sides of the ball worked their tail off there at the end, and just a tough break. Lyles, his second interception of the night, was just trying to get it up there for somebody to make a play, and it was just underthrown enough. Tough break for Lyles, but got to keep your head up. I mean, that kid played a hell of a game tonight. It may not end the way he wants to, but for a sophomore quarterback to come in here, never played a game before, nothing to hang your head about. So extra point coming on. Cornersville trying to get guys on the field. Kick is up, and it is good. So back to a 10-point advantage for Cornersville. We're under 30 seconds to go. We'll take a quick break and be back in a minute here on the X Sports Network.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit lawrenceburgflooringandmore.com.
A moment in real estate with my dad, Jeff Lee.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time, and nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you.
And following the pick six, Eli Chapman and Braden Bennett back deep for Loretto. 31.3 seconds remaining, but a heartbreaking pick six right there, thrown by the Mustangs, and looks like Cornersville's going to be heading back home a little happier on a Friday night. Michael Mullenix here for the last 30 seconds of this one, as Smith, who's had an outstanding game, is up to kick. And that one's going to go out about 20 yards shy of the end zone. So that will be a flag, but Mustangs will pick it up and start at the 35. We'll see what the Mustangs are going to try here in the last 30 seconds of this one. I mean, theoretically, this one's not over. You could score on one play, get an onside kick, score on another play, but the chances...
Likely, no.
The chance,
impossible,
yeah.
no.
So Mustangs got their 11 on the field. Looks like I don't see either Riley or Brown. Brown may be out there. Yeah, so Brown in the backfield. Two receivers to the near side, one to the far side, or two receivers to the near side and the far side. Lyles gets the snap, looking. He's going to step up and run with it. He's got it at the 40, makes a cut, and falls down at the 42-yard line. Yeah, it looks like that ankle that has been giving him trouble tonight may have done it there. And I think we got a timeout, Loretto. So we'll take a quick break with them. You're watching the X Sports Network.
A moment in real estate with my dad, Jeff Hood.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time. And nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back. We're back out here for the last couple plays of this one. Elsewhere on the X Sports Network, we got some final scores. Lawrence County 35, Summertown 14. And that throw down the field will be intercepted again. Owen's got it, and he will slide down at the 45-yard line. So a third interception of the night by Lyles, and that is all but sealed this one. Elsewhere in Deschler, I believe Russellville, we had a score update. So we'll see if I can get a final for you there. And it looks like the final of this one, Deschler 15, Russellville 14, so they get the rivalry win over a bigger school, actually. Deschler 4A, Russellville 5A, so a big win right there for the Tigers. In the victory formation, Smith will take a knee. And that will do it from Loretto. Final score here after week one. It is Cornersville 38, Loretto 28. The Mustangs fall to 0-1 and bring in county rival Lawrence County next week. We got some final stats from you, Michael Mullins?
Yeah, let me get that roll back up here. Loretto 18 total first downs, 116 rushing yards, 235 passing yards. For some reason, it's not giving me a total on the total yards. Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Let me see, 116 plus 235, that is 351. So not a terrible day with moving the ball, but in the end, too many turnovers. You had the 3 interceptions, obviously a fumble. You had a couple of turnovers on fourth down. And while your defense didn't have the greatest start, gave up 21 points in the first quarter, they gave you every chance you wanted. They only gave up 10 points the rest of the game. So, but a heck of a performance by Cornersville to come out here with from a smaller school, make a travel an hour south, and take a big victory away from the Mustangs. You got some final stats for the Bulldogs.
Cornersville 249 rushing, 35 passing. So 249, 35. That would be
284. So Mustangs won the yardage advantage, but again, those 4 turnovers really ended up being the difference in this one. So, again, the Mustangs will take on Lawrence County here next week. We will have that one on the X Sports Network. But for Michael Marks and Michael Mullenix, the Mike and Mike Show, and our producer Hayden Burks, this has been Mustangs Football on the X Sports Network. We'll see you next week.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.